What's up, everybody? Wednesday in the house. Quick Jenna vision at you here. And it is time. We are going back deep into the library of Dentexandria. I don't know. There's no good way to say Alexandria with adding the word Dent. But we'll find it someday. But we are here, and it is time for return to the Dead Sea Scrolls. And for any good return to the Dead Sea Scrolls, you gotta have the one, the only, Steve of the Dead. Hello, my friend.
What about Alexandria?
That's probably the best. Could you say it one more time? You're super low, and now I got you up to the proper levels. Go ahead.
Alexandria.
Yes, I think that's what we would need. That will take us through. Yeah. It's good enough, but you know what I mean? It's not an all-star, but it'll get the job done. So my friends, we have some robust threads ready for us today. Full day of content today for you. We got this, we got tunes, we got that being said later today, so you should be extremely engorged, ready for action, ready to pop at any moment, honestly, is what I'm thinking, is the adjective I would use. But yeah, we got some fun today. And big ups to the one, the only, the David for these posts. So, as you know, we stopped the scrolls summer before last, honestly. That's when it was, right?
No, it was just before I went into hospital. So
Yeah. So
last
that was
summer, yeah.
Okay, last summer, yeah. So then we kind of took a break, and honestly, it was a good time because there's not endless stuff. You know what I mean? It's not endless pages that we could go through that is hype information, right? So, but there is some left we didn't get to, and honestly, there's probably another show after this ready, and I am boosting Steve's audio. Don't worry, he'll be fully jacked up here in a second. But there's another. There is more posts ready for us, but you know, obviously. We picked some hype ones today to get us ready for the day. All right, so we're going to start. I got some fun stuff as well in case we need it, which I don't think we do. But we're going to start today, not with John Rambo and Philip here. We're going to start with, well, Steve, I'll let you choose, actually. Do you want to go for some Justin Wong stuff? Do you want to go with a Ski Sonic stuff? Or would you like to go to a FM Jaguar style post? Those are how I'll describe them. Which one would you like to start with today?
Oh, God, that's a tough call. I feel like we should go for Ski Sonic, just because he's like been consistently hilarious throughout.
Sounds good to me. All right, we shall start with the Ski Sonic involved post here. And this one will take us to Evo East results, okay? So, just a quick recap on Evo East, okay? So, Evo East was a qualifier in which you could get, your invitation to the real Evo, which takes place in Vegas. Philip, as you can see by this this right here, Philip won against Justin Wong. That video was played in Sir June's documentary where he says, I believe he says, Daigo, you're fucking next.
Daigo, you're fucking next, yep.
Yes, the classic. So that was this exact event. And so here's just a post about it. Someone posts all the results. Philip overcame Justin Wong, NKI, Julian Robertson, Lincoln, and Masaka question marks, okay? So let's get down to where the fun begins. So we're going to go to so Philip is obviously, as you can imagine, Philip is on top of the world. He just won against Justin Wong, and oh, you can bet he is a very proud gentleman at this moment, all right? So, to start with, we're going to start with this post from A. Dalsum, and says, nobody has a real CE Bison. Now, this is why Steve's here. What's CE Bison? I do not know. Steve. Someone in chat will definitely know if you don't. But
Championship Edition.
There you go.
An earlier version of Street Fighter, yeah.
Bingo. So Champion Edition Bison. Such scrubbiness qualifying with 7-Eleven parlor tricks. Evo World. People witness a true Champions Edition Bison. LOL fucking Champion Edition Bison scrubs. So then Philip responds to this, taking umbrage with this comment, saying, were you at Evo East? Did you see the matches? The only person who had to play with Champions Edition Bison was me. Everybody else, including Julian and Lincoln, just did random moves and cross-up Psycho Crushers. I locked down Julian hardcore in finals. Even came back from 0 life to beat him with the lockdown. And by the way, I can do combos with Bison, but you need to dizzy somebody first or land both his hits of the scissors. Julian was always jumping around like Peter Pan, so I didn't get the chance to land one. But don't worry, I'll be sure to do the 7-hit re-dizzy on you at EVO Finals. Hell yeah. Okay.
We are like backstage at WWE where they shoot the promos like already.
Yeah, exactly. They give him the mic. Hang on, give me the mic. I'm gonna re-dizzy you at EVO Finals. But okay, so we're going full wrestler. Everyone loves us. We're hyped now. Well, not everyone doesn't love us. I lied about that, but you know.
I love that even in the fast scrolling, his posts stick out.
Yeah. So here's our boy. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Like, that is the most promo way to talk.
Brother.
I'll say it before, and I'll say it again. Everyone in the USA, including Justin Wong, sucks at third strike. Oh, the pop is going off. Like, holy shit!
Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler. Like, well, Darkseid Phil certainly is confident following that victory at Evo, isn't he, King?
He's feeling himself right now, King. Yep. We get the most players for the damn game at tournaments, yet everybody plays the fucking same. You will be lucky if you see anything but Chun, Yun, and Ken in final with occasional Ryu thrown in there. How often do you see people play differently with Chun? I would go as far back to say that only Farbaduck and Justin have slightly different Chuns than anyone else. But even then, there's not so much you can variate between mash buttons to get super low forward super. The Japanese are still playing this game hardcore in their own arcades. This is the biggest Street Fighter game in Japan, has been for years. They have seen every matchup and have fought the top tiers to death. For us to play identically like we do every year, it's definitely not a surprise that we lose every year to random Japs.
He just can't help himself.
No, he can't. And I will say, for fairness to Philip and journalistic integrity, everyone was saying Japs like it's just, that's how they say it. That is how they reference Japanese people like that on this fucking thread. That's it. I'm just letting you know. To be completely honest, I'm super surprised that Justin did so well last year at EVO versus Japanese, and I'm not surprised at all that Issei double perfected him. Just like I'm not surprised I scrapped him in Anniversary Edition. You can't play
arcade
basic
edition, I think.
Oh, arcade edition? Let me see. I know I have the results. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Not important. Here we go. Whatever, that edition. You can't play basics against a real game specialist and expect to win. You have to have some kind of variety and flair to your gameplay. Something different from everybody else that plays to be a champion. Right now, nobody in the U.S. has that, especially since the majority of our top players are Chun whoring scrubs. Top 8 for third strike at EVO will probably be all Japanese. So good game, peace out, prize money for the USA. All right, so Phil is laying down the law here, saying Japanese are going to be much better than the Americans during EVO. At third strike and in other games because they are specialists that try harder, I guess. I don't know the real message.
They're playing it hardcore.
Yeah, they're hardcore. So we obviously, as you could expect, have some very heated responses here. Some people agreement, so I want to show everything here. I kind of agree with that. When it was Chun versus Chun matches that they were just doing lows to get in that kick and that super linked after, it kind of boring to watch it, though. The Justin versus the Jin guy in Tekken was also like watching a Super Bowl with the Bengals and the Browns playing. Someone will get that reference. I don't. It's a football, but I don't know the situation at this time. 2006, were they bad? Anyways, I had in Tekken, Dr. Nina isn't so powerful like that. All right? So there's some agreement. I want to make sure I show everything. Now we have Surfside Sonic entering the fray. Okay? If this is, so this is him responding to the longest shit tweet message. If this be the case, why did Justin beat Raoul when Raoul was arguably the best Chun? And Kokujin plays these top tiers all the time and Nuki in winners finals. And are you saying, definitely sounds like this be the implication, that alternatively you are a specialist? So I guess that's why you scrapped the Jap specialist last year and also beat Bucktooth too. And Tokido? Why did RF, doesn't even really play Capcom games, beat KSK, a specialist? I mean, how can you contradict your own logic in the same breath and just say, I'm surprised, and offer no explanation? My conclusion would be your logic is flawed. Okay. The story continues. Next,
he's not wrong.
Yeah, you know,
he's going to do that a lot, Ski Sonic. I think you should get used to it. Like at this
yes.
point,
in this very
got like another 20 years of this.
In this very post, it's going to happen. Triforce enters the fray, and I don't read the whole thing, but he says DSP has some points, although there are. DSP has some points, although there are a few that I have mixed thoughts about. However, generally he has a point. Okay, so he just, you know. Japanese versus Americans, who's the better gamer? Who gives a shit? No such thing. All right, that is Triforce's final statement. Okay, next up, we have our boy chimes in here, and I do, for the first time in many months, want to get something ready here. Okay, I'm prepared. Okay.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Yeah. So, responding to Ski Sonic here, he says this: as usual, your entire argument is wrong. The best Third Strike players did not come to EVO last year. Anyone can win a Chun-Chun match because it's simple. Build meter, do random pokes, cancel into super. There's nothing to it. Most Japanese have seen this a million times and don't fall for it. But a Chun player, regardless of where they're from, is going to fall for this basic shit in a mirror match. Because there's nothing else to the character besides one or two different ways to set up a combo into super. Justin got double perfected by Issei, who does not play Chun and will probably lose to other non-Chun players at EVO this year. He may have a good Chun-Li, but how long is it going to take before we realize that Chun is an easy mode character in this game? Her gameplay is extremely basic. But she wins because of a high damage super that combos off high priority normals, and she also changes the super quickly. The Japanese are used to this basic gameplay.
Boy, I sure hope that's the only time Chun-Li really annoys Justin Wong at either.
You keep it up, it's tough. Number 2, I consider myself an old school specialist in regards to Super Turbo and Anniversary Edition or Arcade Edition. But losing to Gian, who I only played in casuals, doesn't apply since he's also an ST specialist. We were talking about Justin.
When I lose to this guy, it don't count.
Yeah. When I lose to that guy, this is why that doesn't matter, dumb fuck. Keep up, okay? My losses to Bucktooth and Tokido basically have to do with nerves, lack of experience, and character selection. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Philip. That's not because he's a specialist. It's because of nerves, lack of experience, and character selection. So now we're on to our second and third coping about our losses and giving reasons for them. Next up, although I'm a specialist, I'm admittedly the only one in the U.S. who did not play these old school games in their prime competitively, which is a big statement. Oh, big up Strong Machine. Evo 2005, where Phil finished 4th. Gian was the winner of that one. There we go. I did not start attending tournaments until the Marvelous Capcom 1 era, and I also have absolutely nobody to practice with. I'm forced to learn everything about matchups and gameplay in tournament. As crazy as that sounds. Oh, what a hero. So I'm somewhat of an anomaly. I am somewhat of an anomaly, and if I see something I haven't seen before in a tournament, I may lose. Buck plays Chun totally differently than anybody else, and for 2 tournaments in a row he's had my number. Hopefully this year it'll be different. So I've been practicing matchups in Arcade Edition. The loss to Tokido can only be explained by lack of experience in a Vega mirror match. The only other Vega mirror match I've ever played before that was versus James Romney in the very same tournament, and nerves. Look at the match footage. I miss time moves. I completely miss moves. I do a slide way early at the end of the finals match. I choked. So we are trying to explain away why we lost Tokido, because it wasn't, I don't know, because I'm a specialist, but I still lost because of nerves. I'm not sure what we're coping about here even. I mean, I know we're coping about losing, but what's the argument here?
Like, I lost to a better player, not because he's a better player, but because I've not really played against Vega, and also I was a bit nervous.
I should say,
even though this isn't like my first tournament, and I've done this before.
Yeah.
I'm probably drunk as well at this point.
Yeah. I'll take June's method here. In this superbly long-winded response, the answer was hidden in 2 words. I choked. Thank you, June, for that. So yeah, your points are all wrong. My point is the USA does not know how to play third strike properly, and even our best players, aka Justin, calling him the best player, are not true third strike specialists. Instead, they focus on whoring out basic patterns with top tiers and will continue to get scrapped by the Japanese. Our first response here is, oh shush DSP, you know not of what you speak. Oh. There we go. Okay, just a quick to the point there. Ski Sonic with a very respectful message coming back. Said, okay, I've been corrected that actually Nuki was the best Chun last year. I know Rao was top Chun forever, if not ever the best, and Nuki did win SBO. Justin did win Nuki in Winners Finals, but you can't really say who's the best from a mirror match. So explain me this. How did Justin and Ricky make last chance third strike qualifiers at SBO? I guess they played all scrubs? Oh, wait, last team they beat was Issei's team. And then good work at Evo. Take that shit for East Coast. So very respectful Ski Sonic there at the end there. Mm-hmm. Next up, we have another response here saying, I think you're confusing ST with third strike or something. And there's some, not very... He's responding to DSP. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless you're just thinking about KO and Daigo, no way you can say the best third strike players didn't come. So just trying to debunk Phil further. Next up, Philip does respond and says to that one single response, I admire your determination to win, but you need to face facts that fighting people you actually know how to play the game, aka Japanese, who actually know how to play the game, aka Japanese, 1 to 2 times a year, probably isn't going to beef up your game enough to win. If you do start beating them, my hat is off to you. By the way, congrats on second. You deserve it. Exodus then responds, Sir does. Thanks for your kindness, but I was referring to your rant about Chun and mirrors and all that snaz. So Exodus is saying, no, I wasn't trying to be determined to win or anything. I was just saying I was trying to clap back on the shit you said. But anyways, moving forward positively to 84, and this is Exodus. Someone responding to Exodus, the Shush DSP message. He says, yeah, for once I'm agreeing with Exodus. DSP, you generalize way too much. Oh, I want to hide that next one. DSP, you generalize way too much about a game you aren't good at, experienced in. In Japan, it's not uncommon to see Nuki, KO, Daigo, etc. getting perfected by people who aren't considered the legends. Also, one of the biggest points Japanese players emphasize is that it's difficult to bring Chun to her Japanese tournament winning potential, aka the transition from a whore that just throws out random pokes all day to a sick Chun that dominates is much harder than imagined. Well, my friends, the next post starts out with a bang, and I will spoil that it is from a certain Justin Wong. His response starts with the, 2 words. DSP equals stupid. Get him, King!
That's fucking dope.
And then he says, Justin Wong, again, he rarely posts on this thing. He's actually getting good at games. So when he does, it's just to point out bullshit. And he says
this is long for Justin, because normally he's like a couple of sentences and that's it, like 2 or 3 words.
Yeah, exactly.
He's quite quick on the forums, isn't he? Anyone going to this tournament, need a lift. Money matches, and that's normally it.
Yep.
So.
This was 2006, Morty. 2006. So we are still way before our YouTube career. 2 years removed from our 4th place at Evo. This is the year we go into extreme credit card debt and go to the qualifiers of EVO on the East Coast and West Coast, even though we're already qualified. June talked about that in the documentary. We're in that timeline right now. I should have pointed that earlier, but Justin's response is, Issei played Yun. According to him, he only played Chun to wipe out the scrubs in the pools, and you don't know anything about Third Strike. I bet I can beat you 100 straight Chun versus Chun. Look at Henry Sen. He plays Chun-Li, but his ratio in beating me Chun versus Chun is 20-1. So sure, she is easy to use. So me beating the hella Japanese at the past 2 EVOs don't count whatsoever? So does that mean they just whore out basic pattern moves too? Whoever can whore out basic pattern move win? Okay. So, seems fine to me. Humcast says, get him, get him!
Sure, she's easy to use.
Then Philip, as he usually fucking does, tries to okay, I see I've been clapped back with now, and he says, "LOL, it looks like I've sparked more controversy. Oops, didn't know that would happen. Ooh." So his response is, I got in an argument with Justin Wong over AOL Instant Messenger last night for about 90 minutes concerning my comments about U.S. Third Strike. There was no definitive conclusion besides the fact that Justin believes there are a handful of U.S. players who are as good as the Japanese, while I feel we need to start diversifying our gameplay instead of being straight pattern players. So this is one of those cases. Yeah,
that call was like 90% Phil.
Yeah.
Like 10% Justin.
So Philip went into, Justin's DMs, basically, to talk about shit, and then we're getting the recap from DSP, which you can bet your ass is not the truth of the matter, as it never is in that case, When DSP has to give you the recap of something, it's like, you're lucky if 50% of the truth stays in there, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is Philip's recollection of their conversation that lasted 90 minutes.
Also, we should probably specify for younger viewers, AOL Instant Messenger was kind of like Discord.
Oh, yeah. It was hype. You could leave messages when you're away, though. So, you could leave little messages, maybe you're trying to hope that a girl or something would message you. You could give a little inside joke there, and she might respond to you. And those were the good old days, let me tell you. Some of you guys will never realize that. Never recognize. You could also put songs on. So, you could have a away song. You could have whatever the fuck you want in there. Hype, dude. Big part of your personality. Anyways, it's
go play Emily's Away.
It's kind of pointless to argue because we could do it until we're blue in the face, okay? But the only way to see how good we really are is to play at Evolution. Depending on who comes from Japan and how we place, I guess then we'll see how we've improved. Not that I don't want the USA to win Third Strike 100%, because I do. But I just don't feel ready yet when our best players are using basic pattern play Chun-Li. All right?
And he even says, Justin gave me several examples of people who were better.
Yes.
And Phil's but we still, they're not that good.
He doesn't hear anyone's side of the argument. Nothing that Justin could say is sticking here, so he just goes back to the same argument. Even though they supposedly talk for 90 minutes about this, the argument stays the same. It's very cool. Okay, very chill and interactive. All right, here we go. This is someone responding to DSP here, saying, I kind of agree with you, but that's because I generalize too much also. So we had to explain why we agree here. I don't think the U.S. has a chance if one of our best gets double perfected. You say everyone plays Chun the same. I agree. Everyone just plays the same. And it's about being solid, not diversifying your play. But then I watched Amir's Chun from recent Rambats, and his Chun is a lot different from all the U.S. Chuns. I'm not saying he's the best Chun, as Justin has proved to be the most consistent one, but Amir's Chun is sick and different, and so there are exceptions. How many times can I say Chun? All right, well, there's another Chun. Another response, I agree and disagree at the same time. Okay.
Thanks for that. Yeah. Look at that. No need to get me upset, Mr. Wong.
So this is, I don't know who this is, but he says, but I think what DSP is saying is true. No USA player will beat the Japs constantly because of our playstyle. We need to grow and learn from the Japs playstyle in order to beat them constantly. Honestly, how many rounds do you think you can go against Nuki's Chun versus Chun? There we go. Someone's sticking up for DSP, a non-Justin Wong fan here, interestingly enough. Okay, now I know it's weird here because we showed you the tournament results, but how these posts work is someone would make a post saying the tournament results, and then people would start posting, and then the event would actually happen, and then the results would get edited into that first post. So what we're seeing here is now the event has kind of some of it has happened. Some parts were already done, some parts weren't done because we know DSP won, but now some other events have happened. That's what they're talking about. Wow, congrats to all who placed this past weekend, that kind of stuff. Here is a response to DSP's longest shit one. Everyone in USA, including Justin Wong, sucks at third strike. Someone says this: if I could put all this in my signature, I could. I don't know if that's what they meant, but okay. Now, I'm just a low-tier scrub, so I'm saying I'm not. So I'm this guy. Okay, I'm just a low-tier scrub, so I'm saying I'm not saying I'm any better is what he wants to say, but American players suffer from no imagination. We demand to know the three or four top tier characters in every game, X-copy top player strategies, and memorize combos like they were algebraic formulas. The Japanese explore everything. Do we ever think we develop something like Kuroda, the master of Q in this country? No, people would just laugh and tell them to stop wasting their time and get something down pat. Okay, Justin then says, when I played Nuki, it wasn't free for him. He really had to work for this win. We went back and forth all the time. So I don't think you people know what you're talking about. So Justin doesn't stand for Justin slander here. Okay? So he defends himself. Then there is response from Duck. Justin, I think this is Duck. Oh, God, what's his name? Duck
Joe, isn't it? Or Duck Do?
Duck Do, yeah, something like that. We've seen him before. Justin Wong having to come out to defend himself? LOL, forget it, man. DSP talks too much. Who cares about what these people think? Just play your best to win, dude. You win some and you lose some. No one is perfect. Okay? Get that ass banned. GSP talks too fucking much.
Oh, for God's sake. Justin's having to come out. That's how bad it is, guys. DSP again.
Something's wrong here. Here we go. So, DSP responds to not Justin Wong, of course, but Graham. So I want to read Graham here. It says, a scrub at chess can't watch two chess masters and understand exactly what is going on. Same in fighting games. Don't fight this battle. It's impossible to prove your point unless they saw the game with your vision. I've been in your shoes. The Jap lovers will always argue because they can't see it. Okay, that's what Graham says. DSP decides to respond to this gentleman that says, I'm not a scrub at any SF, and I did understand the game. Stand back, build...
Did implies that you don't anymore.
Yeah, that's interesting choice of wording. Stand back, build meter with FP, come close, and try to hit your opponent with low MK super. Top level play? If this is true top level play, this game is garbage. If we see 2+ Chun-Chun match at EVO this year, this game is trash. Unless somebody gets the balls to not pick that game-dominating super and play differently, but I'm sure nobody will, unless somebody like Pyro or Exodus makes it top 8 and then don't pick Chun. Here we go. Listen to this, very important. This is going to be the storyline to keep in your mind for the rest of this thread. Justin Wong has a knack to pick out the top tiers in every game and only play with them and dominate. Okay? Now, Steve of the Dead, I'm going to ask you, where do you see the negative in this sentence?
Maybe the top tiers bit.
Oh, okay.
You're not just picking any character. You're only picking the best.
Like people that want to win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what people that want to win do normally. I know people did. That was kind of a negative thing. We've seen it before. People say, you only choose top tiers. You only choose top tiers. But, you know, you want to win. I mean, at the end of the day, you want to win.
Yeah, but I have the objection with the only playing with them and dominate bit because it's like, yeah, it's called practicing, Phil. That's why he dominates, because he plays with them a lot and gets good at them.
If you're playing with your bros on the weekend, I understand totally. Dude, can you please stop picking the top tier? We're a different world. We're a different world than that. We're talking about EVO, literally the biggest tournament in the world at this moment, and probably still to this day. Still to this day, actually. But here we go. Let's keep going here with Philip's comment. He does it with Chun and Third Strike and with Sagat and ST, but he won't win in those games without his precious top tiers. Who gives a fuck? He won't win in those games without his precious top tiers. He doesn't have to. Anyways, just look at his arcade edition results at EVO East and Justin's comments afterwards about how if there were O Sagat, I would have won. It's easy to take the easy way out and pick the overpowered characters all the time, but the Japanese do not do that. They master the ins and outs of games and they can win with anybody. I am pushing X on that. I'm sure people have people they specialize with. You know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, everybody's got a main. Yeah.
You don't just random turn Evo. Or, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to... Who should I do today at Evo? The biggest tournament I've been in my life.
Pick someone to fuck about with. Yeah.
It's
not good with this character. That'll do.
Yeah, that's not exactly how it works, but okay.
Just go to random select and whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Okay, so... Next up, they master... This is why I have so little confidence in our third strike game. There is little to no variety among top players. They all pick the top tiers and whore out the same strats over and over. I'm not saying this is every player. I'm just saying that the majority of third strike play in the U.S. is textbook. Bottom line, written style. Bottom line is, until the U.S. players stop relying on the character select screen and start relying on gameplay and skill, they will never defeat the Japs. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, there we go.
So he could even come up with like a more current insult or like way to finish it off. He's just put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's
a
the
Warner
standard
Brothers cartoon or something.
Yeah, it's very standard.
Even Nuff Said would have been more current.
Yeah, I would have respected that a lot more.
Yeah.
Ski Sonic comes back in the thread here and says, "Do you even know who the U.S. top players are? Can you name them?" Gaijin Blaze says, in response to DSP, says, "In some ways, I actually agree with what DSP is saying. People are just getting defensive for no reason instead of looking at what he's really saying, which is just the truth in the most blunt way possible. Obviously, no one is going to want to admit that Third Strike is a terribly sad state in North America. That doesn't change the fact that it is. But it's not entirely the player's fault. Third Strike communities here just don't have the sheer player base needed to explore all the matchups and shit. So that's why people need character advantage to hold their own against better players. And from that point, it just becomes a repeating cycle. So, again, I want to show... Ooh, Double Panda. Nice pull, Timmy O'Toole. Want to show you that people are... at least this person, who is kind of missing the point, but he is agreeing with DSP in this case. Again, if you want to win tournaments, you choose top tiers. You know what I mean? But, okay. Mm-hmm. Anyways, moving forward positively to when our boy comes back in. And it is right here. Graham's response to it, who says, to DSP's comment there, the reason he lost is, first off, that's not even one of his real games. For you, it is. So this guy is saying Justin Wong got second in a game that's not even one of his real games, by the way. So Philip won, but Justin got second. He's like, that's not one of his real games. So he chose a quick learn character, Sagat. Old Sagat is fairly easy to use and highly overpowered, even for a player who doesn't know Super Turbo well. Plus, Japan's soft ban against him has made them weak to him. Then he responds, you yourself pick top-tier characters in Arcade Edition for obvious reasons. I don't know the Third Strike scene as well as I used to know Super Turbo. But in Super Turbo, all of us had our own characters, and it was rare that a character wasn't played. Don't blame Wong for playing top-tier. That's his style. Majority of play in any game uses top-tier characters. It's the same for CVS2, etc. Don't act surprised. You claim to be old school, so this shouldn't be new to you. Nice.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He is not fucking wrong, is he? Some logic comes into play.
Didn't he win? Well, I say win. Didn't he get fourth with, like, Vega?
Yeah, Vega was his fourth place.
Something really overpowered character.
Vega and one other character he played in an earlier match. I forget. But anyways, yeah, he did. Vega was the one he won with that match. Okay, next. DSP talking mad shit as if he makes it to top 3 at Evo Vegas. Okay. DSP talking mad shit, and if he make it top 3 at Evo Vegas, then he gonna have his right to talk shit. But if for some reason he gets knocked out early on, then SRK is gonna have a field day.
Place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. Which do you think is going to happen?
2006 Evo in Vegas. Do you want to see the results now or after we finish the thread? Because I do have them ready for us.
Oh, I think we should edge people a bit.
Okay, I will edge you. Some people in chat will know, of course, but I do have it ready for us. USCR Jesse says, aren't you the one who was bitching because a Super Turbo tournament was going to force you to stick with the same character? Yeah, Phil. It takes a lot more skill to counter character than it does to pick one that's good to begin with.
Yep.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's move forward, Lee. We go to, what is this, 138. Let me get my next one here, 130:45. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. So he's responding to Graham again. So this is the person that said, that's saying, don't act surprised, you claim to be old school, so this shouldn't be new to you. Okay, so Philip decides to respond to this gentleman and says, whoa, Super Turbo is my game? I play Super Turbo? Jwong and I play Super Turbo equal amounts. Only in tournaments.
Whoa!
That's
okay,
where we
massive
learned.
X to doubt.
That's where we learned all our strats. I've never gone anywhere and practiced Super Turbo ever. It was always at a tournament, and 99% of the time Justin was there. So this is a crazy statement. Unlike you West Coast guys, we have nobody to practice against over here, and we all live a bajillion miles from each other. To try to say that Super Turbo is my game, and that's why I beat Justin, that's silly. I didn't even play ST when it was new like you guys did. I picked up the game after 2000. LOL.
That's still 6 years. You've been playing it 6 years. And that's fine. It doesn't matter if you've been playing 6 or 10 at that point.
Like he didn't practice, please. I'm not old school.
He said, he's later gone on to say, yeah, I practiced a bunch on this. And then everybody complaining about like the quality of the port should have just practiced like I did to get used to how it played.
Just wait. He's going to contradict himself like you just pointed out later in this thread. I'm not old school in a tournament sense.
Sorry.
No. I'm not old school in a tournament sense, but I'm old school in the sense I've played Street Fighter 2 since the day it was released in arcades. All my experience, however...
You just said...
Hold on.
Didn't play it when it was new. I've only been playing it since the day it was released.
Okay. I've played Street Fighter 2 since the day it was released in arcades. All of my experience, however, was gained in post-2000 tournaments, just like Justin Jwong. Okay? Okay, wait. Craig has something to say about this one. Hang on. Craig, do you have any comments about this so far?
Make it make sense.
Thank you, Craig.
Thanks, Craig. Good.
That's my question, too. Okay, we're going to go to the response here. To Philip directly. It says, I call bullshit. You only play Super... Don't we all?
Yeah.
You only play Super Turbo in tournaments? You're not a prodigy. And Super Turbo is not a game that you can learn only through tourneys. There's too many matchups and counters and variables in each match to learn it through tourney play only. As a matter of fact, you were just harping about knowing how to break the Bison Trap and knowing how to play against him better than anyone at Evo East. If no one else is in the scene knows how to do it, how could you learn it in a tourney? If you did, someone would have seen you do it and X-copy it. So the logic's kind of breaking apart here, isn't it? As this person points out beautifully. Okay, well, don't worry. We have some very, very, very strong responses to this gentleman. I'm sure of it. Here we go. Airtight responses coming up. I learned the trap myself in training mode and practice it against the CPU.
That's it. That's you practicing. Oh my God.
I question if you could learn something like that against the CPU, to be honest, but I don't know the game so well. Maybe you guys know in chat. Is that possible? I learned the trap myself.
It depends on whether you could program the CPU in training mode or not. But even then, usually you can like set it to automatically do moves or just like act like it's a regular fight and practice. We practiced at Capcom vs SK2 by just going into training mode and setting the difficulty to like hardest and then just being battered about until we learned to deal with certain moves. So
I know now the training modes are pretty robust, but we're talking 2006, so... I mean, we'll see. Well, we never know. But anyways, your argument is pretty ridiculous. If you can find anybody in my area that can play Arcade Edition at the competitive level I'm at, please be my guest. Please be my guest. Nice. I've watched a few Daigo videos of Balrog, messed around with Bison myself, and basically just off a few matches of casual with people I trained, I became 10 times better than most of the players at Evo East. Go figure.
Oh, there is another line that we missed. Neither Justin nor I usually get any real comp in any games whatsoever. In fact, two guys in Connecticut who I played Arcade Edition a few times with, and I had to teach them the basics so they could fight against me. They actually picked it up pretty well, which was great.
You know, he's talking about there, a certain Schnozman and not Hole Punch, Howard, our non-friend Howard. I'm sure that's who he's talking about there. So we did. There are two guys in CT I played. So that means you played with them a lot then. Okay. But anyways.
Yeah. But these are also guys that also post on this forum at around this time. So they're already into fighting games enough where they're going to the forum about it. Presumably. Yep. But yeah, to teach them the basics of like the biggest fighting game series.
Nobody plays Super Turbo and Arcade Edition in casual play ever. If you can find a group of gamers who want to play, please let me know because I'd love the practice. Okay? There. Next, we're going to go to 162. Okay, 162 here. And
also, once again, we should probably remind people, nobody's playing it at this point because it's been out for about 12 years and other fighting games have come along since then.
Basically dying, right? I mean, it's dying. I mean, the game is tournaments.
It's not its most popular point, no.
Yeah, you know, like the other games are coming out now, and of course the games are going to lose their tournament popularity over time, especially 12 years is a long as shit time. Here we go. But this is what 10,000 volts says. Ouch. That bitch slap you just gave all the Arcade Edition players that attended EVO East was totally disrespectful. Props to you for winning at EVO East, but a big thumbs down to your ego. How the hell... Oh, how the hell does it fit in these forums? Yeah! I'm going to venture to guess that you didn't play HF Blanca on your way to victory, because if you had, it would have been me, and you would have gotten second. How's that for ego? 10K. All right, so he's clapping back here. Mm-hmm. Of course, DSP is as quick as a rabbit to respond. Next post. People who didn't come have no place to talk. Anybody who was there knows I'm not talking shit either. It's truth. The people on Team Hate who saw me play a handful of casual matches knew from that moment I was going to take this. Dude, that's your own team. What? That's your own team. You were a part of that team. Of course your team's going to say, yeah, you got this, bro. What are they supposed to say? Yeah, you're looking shit right now, Phil. You got no chance, actually. You know?
That fantastic Mr. Sam. His videos are fucking phenomenal. Brilliant streams.
You do say that. It's his own team. Yeah. God damn it. Anyways, it's okay. Maybe next time you'll stop playing Scrubs on live to play a real Street Fighter player. But until then, please stay out of my threads, chump.
My threads?
He didn't even start this thread. Did not even start this thread. And as a note, I know how to beat HF Blanca anyway. Yeah. Sound good?
That's hyper fighting. I think it's one of the other earlier versions of Street Fighter 2. If I remember correctly, the last Super Turbo or whatever let you pick versions of the characters from like the different games.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, like when you get like old Sagat, it's like Sagat from the first Street Fighter 2. Oh, well, it would be the one where you can play against the boss. But you can pick different versions, and that's why they're like HF and ST versions.
Gotcha. So Decoy has a response to this last thread we read. And who are Team Hate? CVS2 players. So Team Hate gave you the warm and fuzzies because they witnessed your domination in casuals? Okay, that's cool. Champion edition, my bad. Right. As a note, I know how to beat HF Blanca anyway. Right. Just like you beat HF Blanca in the XBL tournament thrown by you, then... After you lost and told me it was a fluke, I gave you another chance because you said your Champions Edition Gaia would wreck my HF Blanca and you go on to get swept. So yeah, you know how to beat HF Blanca. Got him. Nice. That's what we're missing. That's what we were missing all these years.
Like, it's not even enough to go, yeah, I beat you once. I gave you another chance. And still wrecked you.
That's why the scrolls are hype. Next up, are you really talking about 2+ years ago when Anniversary Edition was just released and we played over the net? What happened at ECC this year when I ran AE? Who won in person with no lag? So forget about the time you beat me in the past. That was 2 years ago.
Then there was lag.
There was definitely lag. Keep in mind, this was way before my Evo placing last year, when I actually got good practicing in before the tournament. This is a joke. If you really think that the same game I played 2+ years ago on Xbox Live is the same game I play now in a tournament setting, I don't think I've even selected Guile since then. You are on crack. Please send me some of that shit. Yeah. Send me some of that shit.
Like, yeah, like earlier he said, I don't practice. I only learn at tournaments. And there he's like, I actually got good practice before the tournament.
Just hold that thought. Hold that thought. Decoy says, actually, yes, I was talking about that. Who won that? Me. So he's saying, yes, I was talking about that moment. Yep. Thanks. Excellent point. You won, but you didn't face me to get there, just like you didn't start out in the black bracket. Oh, the black brackets.
Yeah, brackets are back.
Black brackets. The black brackets of death at Evo East. Don't you think that helped your case? So Philip could have won Evo East because he didn't face the black brackets. All right.
All these shout-outs. Like I'm measuring our cocks now.
I'm sure you've gotten better, but 10 times better than most anyone at Evo East. Why don't you give me some of the stuff you're smoking? Anyways, good luck at Evo Vegas, and you better represent the East Coast and make us proud, or HF Blanco will hunt you down at the next ECC or Evo East. That's from Decoy. So, now let's go down to Philip's response to this gentleman. Now they got a mini beef here. As you can see, most of the other people on this thread have just dipped out. Like they kind of, all right, we're out. Yeah. Just back and forth now. Listen, you did not come to ECC. You did not come to Evo East. If you can't make it out of your house to represent your coast, it doesn't matter how fucking good you are. Your words might have merit if you weren't such a hypocrite. And if you had come and competed it to any event in the past year, maybe I would listen to you. But you're referring to matches that happened 2 years ago over the internet with lag.
There you go.
Nobody even counts Xbox Live match to begin with. Leave alone.
I think it means let alone.
Let alone, yeah. Unfortunately, tense issue. Leave alone how long ago your one set of wins against me was. If you want to come out of your mom's basement to play me, then you can talk. But you won't. Somebody has to represent the East Coast. And right now, it seems like the only person that can legitimately do that in AE is me. He has such a thing about representing the coast. Like, he really thinks it's his job, you know?
Yeah, he's put a lot of his identity into it.
And money, you know? Like, ruining his life financially to represent a coast, you know? Like, yeah, I'm representing the East Coast. Like, all right. I mean, that's cool, but...
Yeah, we've got to go through at least, like, 2 credit cards by this point.
Yeah, like putting yourself in financial ruin is not really... I think that's probably it, is the friends aspect. Here we go. So, shut the hell up and support the one person who's trying to rep our coast in this traditionally West Coast and Japanese-dominated game. Last year, I yelled out, East... Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Last year, I yelled out, East fucking Coast while on stage in top 8 because that's what I'm all about. I'm the best old school player on the East Coast, and this is the second time I've proven it. If you want to stop talking and come play me so I can prove it, then bring it. But the fact is, you didn't, you won't, and ultimately you're nobody. So either shut the fuck up or get behind me when I take the East Coast to the top. Oh, Fats, yeah. Good point, Fats. And then he moved to the West Coast. Yeah. Fuck the East Coast. Bullshit. So I yelled out, listen, last year, I mean, we're trying to build hype about yelling out East fucking Coast. All right, man. All right. I am the best player on the East Coast.
And this is the second time I've proven it by, like, not winning. Like, I've still not won Evo.
No, we won the qualifier. That's what our head's so big right now. 10,000 volts comes back and says, as always, you put your foot in your mouth before you check your facts. I believe I was standing 2 feet away from you at ECC this year when you got bounced early in Super Turbo. Me? All I did was play a bit longer than you. And for the record, it was 2 sets of wins against you. And no, I don't live in my mom's basement. I own my own house. So yeah, I guess I could leave my own basement more often to compete at majors, but I won't because I love playing Xbox Live. I'll be on 360 HF on August 2nd if you want some in that. More power to you if you go on to represent East Coast at Evo Vegas. Just show a bit more respect to those who you consider beneath you. Getting respect in Street Fighter from others is not just about winning. It's the class you show after the fact. In your case, you've got a long way to go. How do you diss fellow East Coast players and then go on to ask for their support?
That's fucking dope.
Great response, 10K. Great response, 10K.
Sorry, 10K, but that sounds like a cope, dude. That's a real
a bad
cope right now.
Cope, bro. I'm sorry.
That's felting at this point.
Bad cope. So, Steve has pointed out a few contradictions throughout this post, and it culminates in a single post by someone that we don't know the name of because they're banned or whatever. But this is the post. Darkside Phil says earlier in the thread, Jwong and I played Street Fighter Turbo in equal amounts, only in tournaments. Darkside Phil says later in the very same thread, when I actually got good practicing before the tournament. So which is it, Darkside Phil? Because it can't be both. As you pointed out, Steve, and I thought that was a beautiful way to end it. The same thread claiming two of the opposite things together, and as usual, when someone makes a point that strong, DSP is nowhere to be found, and sometimes he'll even respond to other things, but pretend that post didn't happen. Yeah. Like this one. Just for the record, Team Hate plays everything, not just CVS. It's probably our favorite to play, but we like playing all. Ebo and Rumblefish too. But we just pretend this doesn't exist here. Nah, that's just a dirty little detractor meme. But there we go. That was our first one.
That's like basically this forum version of what many of us would then go on to do later on YouTube, where it's like you get your clip of Phil saying something, and then you cut to the other clip of him saying something that directly contradicts that. And that's basically what that is. That's like probably the first example of it, or at least one of the earliest.
And then the videos get uploaded at that point, and that's when it kind of breaks down to. But
that's
here we go.
Other people come back in.
Yeah, start talking about other shit. Some people are talking about the Chun-Li thing, but anyways, not that easy. Smooth cat. Chun is not easy. Still people are going against DSP. Chun is not easy at high level, and I give props to Jwong for winning with her. He's probably the only American with a good Chun. There we go. So the same bullshit keeps going on. Let's do a quick field trip here, because that was our first thread of the day. And I thought it would be fun to listen to this gentleman talk about some food. So some quick food content here for you. And I think there's a very funny statement here someone pointed out to me, David again. So shout outs to David for this. Let's listen to this.
Spotless joystick to play with Zangief tonight. Excellent. Excellent. What did I have for dinner? Tonight we had, we call it like cheesy turkey mac, but basically what it is, Hamburger Helper, right? So imagine Hamburger Helper, but everything is fresh. Noodles that are boiled fresh instead of out of their cardboard box.
Fuck is Hamburger Helper?
Okay, Hamburger Helper, for anyone that doesn't know, like maybe not in the UK, you might not have Hamburger Helper.
Right.
It's basically
like
just
pasta and
So it's like this. So you just it's pasta in a box, and it comes with some other ingredients, and you do this. Okay, so just just real quick. I know it might have went back. When it goes by fast. It's for real. That's all you need, right? They give it. It's kind of make it stupid proof. Add hamburger, dumb fucks. That's all you got to do. But listen to this.
Excellent. Huh? What did I have for dinner? Tonight we had, we call it like cheesy turkey mac, but basically what it is, Hamburger Helper.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine Hamburger Helper, but everything is fresh. Noodles that are boiled fresh instead of out of their cardboard box.
Noodles fresh instead of out of their cardboard box.
guarantee you he got him out of a pack. He did not like roll out the dough and make those noodles fresh.
No. What he's talking about is he got him out of a different cardboard box, not the Hamburger Helper box. Because if that's fresh, then Hamburger Helper's fresh pasta too, then. Let's hear him explain that.
Yeah, pasta's just pasta, innit?
Yeah. He's trying to hype up fresh pasta. I took it out of a box and boiled it. Oh,
dude, this guy's
this guy's a chef.
Turkey mac, but basically what it is, you know Hamburger Helper, right? So imagine Hamburger Helper, but everything is fresh. Noodles that are boiled fresh instead of out of their cardboard box. Turkey, ground turkey instead of greasy ground beef. Actual melted cheddar cheese instead of their disgusting powder. Diced sweet onions, like tomato sauce and stuff cooked fresh in it. That's what my wife made. It was like a homemade version of Hamburger Helper, but with ground turkey. Much healthier, very tasty, much better than Hamburger Helper, and it was quite good.
Bro, he just made pasta.
Yeah. I know. That's everything's fresh. Everything's homemade. Like he says, like homemade tomatoes. You know, it's like that's not homemade. You bought them.
Yeah, it'll say homemade on the pack, or it'll say like fresh on the pack, like farm fresh or something like that.
Yeah, that's the way to say it, Pounder. Fresh out of another box. That's it. It was fresh out of a different box. So there we go. That was a little field trip for you, a stupid one. I kind of feel like another field trip. Yeah, go ahead.
It's just like when it's just making pasta. I can't get over that. I can't like ever imagine like you talking to like when you make something. Mate, I made the best pasta last night. You know, it was fresh. Right out of the package that it came from in the shop, but we had ground turkey instead of ground beef. That's the difference. That's important.
Much better.
Yeah,
much healthier. All right, so this is another field trip here. Let's do some Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth hype. This is just about the time Kat was going to be on, but Kat is not here. This is a trivia section of the game. I thought it might be fun to watch this together here. So this is some trivia from Like a Dragon, only 6 months ago, so a very recent field trip here for us.
This is like, look at that. You basically get like
we can guess on if we think he's going to get it right or not.
Intellect. Let's do intellect.
Go window.
120. Here we go. World history exam.
World history.
Oh no! Why?
Okay, guys, chat. Yeah, the quiz is yes or no, right? So the question is, which of the following began in southern Peru, then United civilizations across the Andes, eventually including modern-day Ecuador and Chile? The most well-known icon is Machu Picchu. Does Philip know this?
I feel like he's going to get it wrong.
I think he's going to choose like the one he knows the best.
Yeah, I don't know the others, but I know the Aztec Empire, so I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Following began
I'm saying no on
Peru,
this.
then United civilizations across Andes, eventually becoming the modern-day Ecuador and Chile. The most well-known icon is Machu Picchu.
Chile.
I have no idea. I literally have no idea. Machu Picchu is probably the Mayans. Probably wrong. Because the end of the
Okay, we'll figure it out at the end. G7, what is the name of this political forum? The G7 Committee, Congregation, Assembly, or Summit? This one,
he's getting wrong.
Yeah, he's I think he's going to say Assembly.
20th century leaders of great
I'm guessing Assembly.
25% chance.
powers have held annual meetings to discuss the coordinate solutions to major global issues. What is the name of the political forum? The G7 Summit. That one I actually know. It's called the Summit. Which of the following portraits of
He'll get
George
this one.
Washington?
He'll get
That's
this one.
super easy.
Yeah. It's all money. You can't miss it. You know, he knows the money.
Galileo was an Italian physicist who is often called the father of modern science. What other field is he known the father?
I think he'll get this one. I think this one's pretty easy. Galileo.
I hope he gets this one, but I'm not optimistic.
Galileo is astronomy.
Yeah, there you go. Check out the big brain on Phil. Okay, he'll get
Which of the
this.
following
It's pretty
works of art
easy,
was
isn't it?
painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci. Is it the Mona Lisa? It's not this one.
He's always going to choose the one that's most well known. I think that's always his style in these, so he's going to choose Mona Lisa.
Right? It's the Mona Lisa, right? Da Vinci did the Mona Lisa, or did Da Vinci do...
Look at the chat real quick.
Oh, my God.
Oh, now it's game's over if he's looking at fucking chat.
I'm having a brain fart. I think it's the Mona Lisa.
Game over.
I think it's the Mona Lisa. I hope I was right.
I think it's the Mona Lisa.
I think I passed. I think I passed on the first try. Yeah, nice. I passed on the first try.
What is it, 3 out of 5 passes?
Yeah, I think 3
I
out
love
of
the
5.
celebration. Very good. That's going to be a huge intellect boost. Yep, level 4. If I hit level 5, that's when I can get the other job.
It's funny talking about it like that.
Charisma.
It's gonna be a huge intellect boost.
Level 5. Machu Picchu. Wow, the only
Yeah.
Well, see, I told you he was gonna guess Mayans because it's the one, the most famous I would
one I
consider.
got wrong was this one. It was Incan
Oh, it's not
civilization.
over.
It's Machu Picchu.
Yeah,
Everything else.
Tech over it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of those two. Mayan
I knew.
Aztecs.
Cool.
Yep. And Mona Lisa. See, that one helped him too because if you guess the Mona Lisa, the most famous one, you're gonna get it right in that case.
Very
That's
nice.
how he's gonna roll.
I'm not as
Oh wait,
I thought
what
I
was that?
was.
Huh?
Oh. Cool. Very nice.
Uh-huh.
I'm not as stupid as I thought I was.
Well, we'll see about that. Wait till we get to the
isn't as stupid as you. That's what you're really in.
Wait till we get to this mathematics section.
Oh, there's a
Philip, before we start
mathematics
talking.
intellect 120. Ooh.
This will be good.
All right, let's do it. Let's do the mathematics exam.
That's fair, Gloria.
What is it? What is x in the following numerical sequence? 1, 3, 7, 13, x 31.
Here we go.
You double it and add 1? No.
Oh my God, Phil.
Double it and add 1. Okay, no,
Bro.
no on that. Hang on.
Come on.
Add 6, add 7, add 8, so it would be 21. I got that wrong. Given the die base shown, what is the value of the opposite side? Oh, I actually have no idea. I don't know on a die what the opposite sides are. I have no clue. I think it's 1 and 6, so it can't be 1. Isn't it 2 and 3? I guess I'll say 4. I don't know. What is the answer to the following equation? Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, so I want to stop on this one. This is the one I want to highlight. So as you can see, it's 1 plus 2 times 3 plus 4 times 5. This is taught in maybe middle schoolish range.
Oh, this is your order, isn't it?
Yeah, your order of operations, right?
Yeah.
So let's see how Philip handles this. This is a valedictorian we're talking about here, of course. So want to make sure we put some respect
The
on the name.
business and finance degree.
Because Mr. Gorehouse says double it and give it to the next person. There we go. So let's go to the order of operations challenge here.
You gotta do the math first. So it's 6.
What does that mean? You gotta do the math first. Oh, okay. I was doing some geography first. Okay.
What the fuck? You gotta do the math first. So it's 6.
Okay.
So it's 1 plus 6 plus 9. 9 to the 9.
1 plus 6 plus 9. So
Where is he getting 9?
I'm not sure where he gets 9 from, but he did say 1 plus 6 plus 9. That's our current theory on this one.
6. So it's 1 plus 6 plus 9.
1 plus 6 plus
None
9.
of them make 9.
I know. He's just, I guess he needs his glasses to see it's a plus.
9 to the 9 to 16. Oh, fuck. Never mind. It's not.
What? Wait, what?
9 to the 9 to 16. Oh, fuck. Never mind. It's not.
Doing it in his head then.
Yeah, he just added it all up. 1 plus 6 plus 9. Okay, hey guys, 1 plus 6 plus 9. Okay, we got 15. That's 16. Oh shit, that's not it. That's what he just did.
9 to 16. Oh, fuck. Never mind. It's not.
Now
Oh,
we're
fuck.
done. Now we're done. Philip.
Wow.
Philip.
I have no clue. Fuck it. 29.
Yeah. Fuck
Okay.
it. 29.
Mike is late for his date with Ellen. If Mike runs 150 meters per minute, how long will it take to meet up with Ellen, who is waiting 1,500 meters away? 10 minutes. Yeah.
Whoa. Check out the big brain on Phil.
Do the following layout can form a cube. Oh, this is a cube. That's easy.
Nice. All right, well, let's see the results.
I don't think I passed. I think I failed. I think I got close, but I think I failed. I passed! Probably by the skin of my teeth, but I passed.
I mean, there's only
All
5
right.
questions, brother.
I know,
Very
yeah.
good.
It's not like you just answered 100 or anything.
Very good. Let's see how I
5
did.
questions.
coming out of the exam
Like,
hall
all the
after
way
2
up?
hours of writing,
Yeah,
going.
whew, that was
He's
tough.
like, oh, so close. Okay.
I
So
can feel the
extra
boost to my intellect right now.
Extra Galactic Girl, hold on to that thought.
So this one I got right because I started.
Hold
doing
on
the,
to that thought, because I have something to show you next.
Yeah, it was one. Well, you're adding the numbers together, right? That's what I figured out as I was doing it. I was like,
Oh,
you're adding
yes.
that number plus, I guess, the next number.
You
in the
still don't know what it is. He still doesn't know what's going on, but he's trying to tell you how he knew it.
How, Philip? How?
He still does not know what's going on, but is trying to tell you how he does.
This is just like one of the most basic mathematical principles, like in the universe.
Yeah, it was one. Well, you're adding the numbers together, right?
Okay,
That's what I figured out
right.
as I was doing it. I was like, you're adding
Yeah.
that number plus, I guess, the next number in the sequence, right?
Oh.
And that's how you're getting them. This one, I don't know
Okay.
how a die is laid out.
Right,
They're saying
right.
It's what, 2? So 2's on the other side of 5? I don't know that. This one.
Well, he
It's
kind of
telling you
talked.
why.
Yeah, it's telling you why at the bottom. He's no interest in learning, by the way.
Is laid out.
I thought it's always opposite side. So 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4. That's what I thought. But yeah,
Saying
that's what it
Yeah,
says.
it adds up to 7. They both add
On
up
the other
to
side of
7.
5? I don't know that. This one, I just guessed because I don't even know how to do this. It used
I don't even know how to do this, guys. I don't even know how to do this.
side of 5. I don't know that. This one, I just guessed because I don't even know how to do this. It used to be, if it has to be in parentheses, or...
Nope.
Are they doing... Hold on. So are they saying...
Whatever comes out of his mouth at this point is all cope, right? It's all cope. What? Are they saying what?
1 plus 2 times 3 plus 4 plus 5? I don't even know.
It's right there.
God.
It's right there in front of you, Philip.
1 plus 2 plus 3. All right, we're playing this on That Being Said today.
It's
Just get ready
literally
for
the
it.
next bit.
This is my retro react today, so get ready for it.
Times 3 plus 4 plus 5.
Wait, this is
1
again.
plus 2
Yeah,
times 3
Yeah.
plus 4 plus 5. I don't even know.
brother.
I really have no clue.
Brother.
These made sense. These were easy.
He's dipped
I really
out.
have no clue.
Huh?
These made sense. These were easy. I still have no clue.
It
Okay.
literally told you. It literally
well-
told you how. I mean,
So Extra Galactic Girl asked about how Cat would do on this. Well, I can't give you that, but I can give you a certain brazy Mamo response to this. So someone puts this on Twitter. So what's the answer to this? Right? And it has parentheses. You know, same order of operations problem here for you. And Mrs. Lady Jenna says 7 times 3 equals 21. So same, might say same math skills as Philip, one might say. I mean, similar at the very least, right? Steve, you'd agree with me on that, right?
yeah.
This is someone
Some
that.
sort of misunderstanding of the order of operations. Somewhere.
But the difference here is, I don't believe Jenna finished high school. She did get her GED, I believe she said, and Philip was a valedictorian. So a little bit of a difference there in terms of expectations in my mind. But there we go. Good job, Philip. Let's see if there's another one here or not, because I did not. That's as far as I saw. Oh, sports. Do sports.
Oh, this is the one that where
Who's
he
the-
did the helicopter, isn't it? When he got really mad about helicopter because it was split into 2 words, and he thought it
no,
was
I don't know.
like
I don't know about
helio
that.
and copter, but it was like actually helioptera coming from like because it had a P in it. So yeah, I remember this.
Okay.
This
Almighty
bit
God of
anyway,
the sky
yeah.
and thunder in Greek mythology, Zeus. Easy.
Mythology.
Which of the
You just
following
say that.
vegetables will... Almighty God of the sky and thunder in Greek mythology, Zeus.
Metrology.
Metrology.
What's
He's not reading
metrology?
it. He's not. It looks like a
Which is the
C
following...
because he's
I'm
that far
questioning-
away.
Yeah, how far he can see?
Who is the almighty God of the sky and thunder in Greek mythology, Zeus. Easy.
Metrology.
Which of the following vegetables will float in fresh water?
Ooh, I think Philip might have issues here. That's a tough one for me, though, too. I would say... Okay, to call me stupid here, but I would say a carrot would float. What do you say, Steve?
Yeah, I think a carrot.
Yeah,
as
well,
well.
okay.
Although pumpkins like slightly hollow
Boy, it
inside?
has the hole in there, so they could that could flow too. Now we're all having
the
problems.
insides are soft, and so they might not weigh as much. Pretty sure potatoes sink. I know I've made potatoes, and you put them in the thing.
Yeah, they sink right away.
And they sink. Yeah.
I wasn't. Lotus fruit is fucking big, but they also have holes in them as well on the inside. So here we go. All right, Pumpkin Gang is rising up. I'm still Team Carrot. Here we go.
Potatoes
They look like they might float.
Yeah, potatoes float.
What?
Oh my God! He chooses the dented one, of course. Potato.
Which artist painted the notable works
my
like
God.
Sunflowers and Lover Zen, but was not financially successful during his lifetime? Vincent Van Gogh, right? Van Gogh did Sunflowers? That's not Monet, that's Van Gogh, right? Fuck. I'm gonna say Van Gogh. Which of the following foods known for its unique texture is made from cassava, a root vegetable that grows mainly in the tropics? Cassava root.
I
can't tell
love
what these
cassava.
are.
I love cassava.
Oh, I have no
nice.
idea what these are. That's like boba tea. I don't know what
he
the hell
got
these
that
other
one.
things are. So how am I gonna answer this? I have no clue. I'll just grab that one.
Grab
Which of the
that
following
one.
is the chameleon? That's super easy. That's that guy right there. All right.
Nailed the chameleon.
Another pass.
Another pass, dude. Wrecking it.
3 for 3 so far. Nice. They both leveled up, which is what I needed.
Oh my God.
They both. I might as well just get kindness to 5 as well.
This is kind of jumping the shark, so I'll see his response here, then we'll move on.
So, okay, Zeus I got right. This is potato. What?
Pumpkin Gang wins. Big ups, Pumpkin Gang.
Potatoes don't float? I thought they did. Well, I don't know. Okay, pumpkins do.
Bro.
That's Van Gogh. That's his own portrait. See, what is this? Oh,
That's his own portrait. Yeah, what's
tapioca is made from cassava, and I guess boba tea is made of tapioca. Oh, I didn't even know that. All right.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that I can sort of forgive because it's not a common thing nowadays, but yeah, it's really nice.
Oh my God, he can't get this wrong, can he? What Mount Everest is the highest above sea level? What it used to be 100 million years ago?
Years ago. Huh?
Dude.
Mount Everest is the highest mountain above sea level.
Come on.
What was it
Plate
millions of years
tectonics,
ago?
man. Come on.
A seafloor? I'll say a seafloor. I'm probably completely wrong. What is the Guinness World Record held by the cucumber, a vine plant that is considered truly by botanical standards? Lowest calorific value, highest nutrient, lowest nutrient. It's either lowest calories or lowest nutrients because it's literally just water.
Okay, so what do you think, Philip?
But man, that's a tough question because they kind of go hand in hand. Calories and nutrients go hand in hand. I'm gonna probably say.
As he looks in, look at chat, look at that bitch. Look at chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably say, let me see here.
Nutrient?
Nutrient?
No, I'm gonna say calorie because there's like no flavor to it.
Ah, okay. So someone in chat, he saw that he trusts and said that. Got it.
Extreme sport that originated from French military training, which involves running, climbing, and jumping. Parkour. That's super easy. Credit card sizes are determined by an international standard
this
for
is something
easy
you know.
use. How many sheets of high quality paper does it take to match the thickness of a credit card? What? I don't know. I'll say 15.
Yeah,
You're very familiar with credit cards at this point.
I don't touch them that much. I just use them and throw them.
In an orchestra, wind
Use them
instruments
and
are divided
trash
into
them.
wind and brass. Which of the following is a brass instrument? The saxophone, right? Wait.
Uh-oh,
No, the
Phillip.
trumpet's considered a brass instrument.
Uh-oh. Ever heard of a wind
Flute,
instrument?
Clarinet?
Wait.
No.
I'm going to
Saxophone
read
is
you
brass.
out the
Saxophone.
options chat.
Yeah. My intellect's going crazy.
Lowest core, I got the calorific value. A parkour, I knew. This one, who knows how fucking thick a credit card is, right?
You should know. You're the master of credit card. Okay, that's it. Okay. There is our trivia portion of the show. I don't think we have the, Kat played one Yakuza game, but I don't know if there's any quiz in that. If there is, I'll be interested. Trust me, but I don't know if there is.
I don't think she did she? I don't think that was the part. Wasn't it the island bit that they were doing?
No, I mean
Together
when she
as a
played by
couple?
herself, when she played as Chaos Realm. Excuse me, Chaos Realm days.
Oh, right, okay, right.
That could be interesting. I kind of want to see now. But all right, we got other business to get to. Let's get to another thread. 2 more threads left on the. We do have to finish by 2 p.m. here. We got 2 more threads to get to. So let's get to.
Dumb bitch. What a dumb bitch.
Big Ups Mr. Extravagant says, this stream makes me realize how much I miss density scrolls. Can we get these going again, please? Well, here's the problem, Mr. Extravagant. There's not endless threads, and we've covered many of the hype ones, so they'll still be every once in a while, a nice treat, but we can't promise it a weekly thing like we did last summer. We got to remember that summer, the magic summer will never go away. Back in the summer of 2020.
Too much ALT.
Yeah. I remember. All right, I'll stop. Boys of Summer, yeah. Open up the SRK forums.
You can tell when Chew's not home because the singing ramps up a bit.
No. She's downstairs. Oh, is she? I think she's in the office now. All right, anyways, let's go. Sorry, Chew, if you're in here. Are you in here, Chew? No, she's not. Good. I'm alone. I'm alone. Okay, next up. Let's go to Let's Get Hype. Wigfall versus D-Ho for $1,000. All right, so we're talking about $1,000 bet someone is throwing down right now. Okay, so it starts with I'll play Brandon for 1,000. Let's get this guap. I don't know what that means. This guap. I've seen it a few times. Does anyone know that is a fighting game? GUAP. I don't know what that means, but anyways, people are guessing. There's FM Jaguar, legend. And he's one of our emotes, actually. Was formed from, I think he's not there anymore, though, is he? So, yeah, sadly, I think I had to retire him, but he's a legend forever. So, there we go. That is FM Jaguar saying NKI. All the big dogs are coming out today. But then we get to our boy, Darkside Phil, who says, nobody will ever man up enough to be like me. Bet 1,000 and lose it all in 15 minutes. You wish you were fucking ballers. Bro. I knew this wouldn't happen. So Philip is now flexing on the fact that he bet $1,000 and lost it all in 15 minutes. Never thought I'd see the day, but there we go.
This is just like, none of you will ever like man up enough to be like me and lose a lot in one game.
Yeah, boss man Jack moment. That's it. None of you even have the money to lose as much as I lost today. I lost 20 grand today. You don't even have enough 20 grand to lose. Okay.
You wish you were fucking ballers with 6 credit cards.
Yeah, is that what you want to go with? Robust, which is funny, responds, what are you talking about?
Sikorsky.
Me, Isaac, Josh just got back from the courts. We doing it big this year. Harlem Shake in full effect. Oh, remember the Harlem Shake?
Oh, wow.
That's a blast from the past. Vikes is being toxic, I feel. But let me read this. ALT got... I'm saying Gugats. Gugats when invented, not with the slang. Thank you, Vikes. Vikes is trying to trick me like they try to trick Wings, I think. Someday he's going to try to trick me to say a bad word. I won't fall for it, Vikes.
Thank you for
Never.
Your membership. I appreciate that.
Big ups, Francisco. DSP wishes he messed around with Bison. Oh, definitely. All right, well, what are you talking about? Harlem Shake, blah, blah, blah. Harlem Shake, you got it. DSP, okay, so... this is not Philip somehow, but yeah, this is a long post that's not Philip. But let's go down to when we do know it's Philip. And hang on a second, get my button ready. Okay. Not that long, but I had to play it. Okay, anyways. Regardless of who is better, it seems to me the only person involved here who has any balls is Havad. He's the only person putting up 1,000 of his money for what he believes in. That's a true ballsy gambler. Like, now we're praising that again. On the other side, it should just be Wigfall or just one of the Dipset crew. By splitting it up, remember, this is, again, Philip has nothing to do with this bet. He's just inserting himself into it to be a douchebag and to, play the heel, remember? Anyways... did I get 10 people to back me when I played mix-up at ECC 8? Fuck no. And remember, he lost it all there. Congratulations on that 10-0 failing to Wigfall. Right, Doomer Ziggy? You know it. That was the 10-0 loss to Wigfall. Did that happen at ECC 8? He bet Wigfall, a mix-up, and lost 10-0, I believe. But anyways, Harvard is a real poker player, famous too. Big ups. So... this bet should be cleanly between Josh and Havad. Anyone else who wants to bet should do side bets. If Dipset wants to cry about this, too bad. Why don't one of you play against Brandon and have Havad back him again? To water down one of the greatest bets ever is only going to make Havad look better. Since 1, he's flying Brandon out to Evo in the first place, and 2, he's the sole backer of him in the bet. As a side note, Brandon, you need to stop being such a pussy and start believing in yourself. and fly your sorry ass out the Evo by yourself to compete. Why are you relying on Havad to manage your ass? Give me a fucking break. Man up and get your butt out there on your own ticket. This is just gay that you're forcing him to buy you shit so you get off your lazy ass and represent the East Coast at Evo.
Bro, what about if you can't afford it?
Oh, Steve, you forgot. Cash advances. That's the way to do it.
Credit
Very
cards,
smart.
of course. Yeah.
Yes, you forgot. Cash
mistake.
advances. The literal worst way to get cash in your hands on the fucking earth. You know, that you forgot about cash advances. That's how you rack up credit card debt faster, guys. Yeah, get rich quick. Try this one tip, whatever. Give your credit card to a bank. Tell them to give you cash from your credit card. Reap the rewards. But anyways, okay. So this is Philip saying, stop being a pussy for taking someone's offer to pay for you to go to Evo and pay yourself. Okay? That's the problem here. You really get to look into the mindset here, right?
I've just seen the name of the next person.
Robust, again. Very funny. Proving it's Dark Side Phil here. This is Dark Side Phil days. We're still in 2006 today, this thread's the same time frame.
Might be where he gets the word from.
Oh, could be. Once again, Phil always has input when he knows nothing. Very strong statement there. Once again. Just keep diving in head first, Phil. Keep looking like a genius with your posts. I hate to explain shit to someone so ignorant on the situation, but I must. Firstly, no one has ever mentioned splitting up the bet. Even if we did, it would be for totally different reasons, not the one you assume. Secondly, and similar to you, I don't have a job anymore. I didn't lose it. Oh. Secondly, and similar to you, I don't have a job anymore. I didn't lose it. but somehow I'm still caking off, and I would back Josh the money, but that would be unfair to him because this is his bet. If Josh wanted to pull all the money up, who am I to say no? Your argument is so ridiculous. Lastly, don't even talk to me about why don't one of you play against Brandon and have Havad back him again. I'm not even going to respond to this. You already know what it is. All that should matter is that both sides are putting up the money, no matter how many parties are involved. That's why it's called betting. Obviously, if Havad put up all the money, he's entitled to a much larger portion than if Josh were to split it with others. Yeah, like it's such a stupid thing to say. You're not putting up all the money yourself. You're dumb. You know?
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's gay. You know? That's what he said. It's just... Yeah, that's how pro poker players operate. Yeah. Like pro poker players operate like that. They don't stake themselves all the way. It's all right, guys. You want to stake 50% of this tournament for me? And it's like it's an investment. It's a risk reward style thing.
Yeah. If I win, great. You get a bit of the cost.
Yeah.
If I lose,
Hey, Iwamoto,
that's the whole point.
Crazy since he hasn't changed since inception. And conception, actually, Iwamoto. He hasn't changed since inception and conception. Both. Yeah, some Jews, some don't. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. And responding. So this is robust response. Then we get another response to Dark Side Phil, of the person we don't know. Phil, you really should start taking Potter's advice. First of all, I have a job, and I've never said I couldn't afford to fly myself out to Evo. I have many hookups to not even pay for the damn trip. So Havad isn't the only key for me going. However, Havad been asked me if I wanted to go to Evo, and this was before ECC 11. He offered to sponsor me out of his own pocket. Out of his own decision, and I did not ask him to do it. He's doing a favor for me, so I accepted. He makes all the money matches and challenges on his own. Havad is a grown man, and I cannot force him to do anything. End of story. Thank you for putting some fucking truth into this. Oh, Robust must be Potter, I guess, then. Potter is a guy that we have seen on the show before. He looked like Harry Potter. That's why they called him Potter.
Yeah.
And Jaha mentioned him as well. He knew him. And as for believing in yourself, what the hell, guy? When did I ever have self-esteem issues? You're a cool guy, but you seriously need to start thinking before you post. And I don't agree with the first part of the statement. It's only
going to get worse.
But Potter for the win. Yeah, there we go. So Potter for the win.
Yeah.
Next up.
But I mean, like, yeah, you imagine like how insulting that is when, you could go to Evo and some bloke's like, hey, mate, I'll sponsor you, go here and do well, I'll fly you out. And you're like, okay, cool, yeah, let's do this. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm obviously confident and skilled enough to be able to get to that level. And then Phil's like, you need to start believing in yourself, man.
It's so fucking dumb. It's like first of all, it's probably jealousy, right? It's probably jealousy, and then he's trying to cope on it. So what does he do? Try to make fun of someone for that fact, right? That's what he does. So no matter how cool it is, like when everyone thinks Justin Wong is the best and they make that top game. Now, he didn't make it, but someone else made the Top Gamers website. That's a cool thing. He wasn't involved. So what do? Make fun of it. That's how we cope, is making fun of it. So Ski Sonic says what a lot of people want to say. Go ahead.
I feel like this is like the quickly coping because this other guy isn't paying, and Phil has to pay his way, but this other guy doesn't. That's not fair. He
has friends, right? He has friends. Yeah. That's the real problem. Ski Sonic saying what we're all thinking. Why is Phil talking? Why is Phil talking? That's a good question, Ski Sonic. I was wondering that myself. You don't even play Marvel. Yeah, so why are you inserting yourself into this is the question. There we go. Let's get this popping. Vance, say hello to another person you know. As DSP tries to pretend. Viscant. I'll say it like DSP says. Viscant in the house. Says true irony in Phil saying this. Nobody will ever man up enough to be like me. In a thread about $1,000 bet, I'm still depressed I won't be getting my money this year. So backstory here, and Doomer, let me know if I'm wrong on this. This is the story that Philip described himself, that Viscant talked about on Reddit, where they were going to fight each other. And then Philip's wise plan at the end was to DX crotch chops everybody for the goof of it. That already has been decided to not happen. And Viscant is commenting on this saying, I'm still depressed I won't be getting my money this year because that's not going to happen anymore. Okay? So that's what he's talking about.
Wasn't that because they were doing the first of 10 and they only played one match?
No, that's Shady K. That's Shady K. That's
Shady K, right. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
This was the one where they're going to physically fight. Right?
Yeah. And they had email back and forth where Phil kept changing things. And
kept changing things. Says, let's get a ref in here. Are we going to weigh in? Are we going to sign not disclaimers, waivers about getting hurt? And then it was all a joke, even though he did that. Very cool. Very cool. Philip responds to the one and only Surfside and says, just to clarify, if Josh is indeed back in the full 1,000, this is legit and I take back what I said. When I saw mad people trying to throw on their bets, I read it incorrectly. My bad. Brandon, you already posted it twice in this thread saying you weren't going to do the bet, then magically your posts are deleted and Avad says you accept, then finally you accept. Sorry, but that sounds like self-esteem issues to me, especially if you got a chance to read those first 2 posts you made.
Dude, I mean, how?
Here we go, boys.
Oh, no,
I myself, unless in the most dire of circumstances, would not let anybody fly me to Evo for free. Now, if someone wanted to back me in a bet, that's another story, because I'm not involved in the bet, just the gameplay. I still think if Avad is willing to back you 1K here, you still should pay your own way. Why? What is this moral stance you have?
I know,
ruin your finances for years, and you just got lucky enough to find the YouTube windfall. And that if you didn't find that, you'd probably still be in credit card debt to this day, right? He got lucky enough to make over 100,000 on YouTube to pay off his debts, but if that didn't happen, he'd still be paying off the credit card cash advances. So someone got offered him a free flight, and he thinks that's a bad thing to accept a friend sponsoring you. It's like, all right. Anyways, here we go.
But there's if somebody wanted to back me in a bet, that's different. But also, because this guy's willing to back you, I think you should pay. Like,
what?
Why?
What are we? This is so weird. But
why should he have to pay? Like, this guy's offering to fly him out. Why wouldn't you? Oh yeah, he's just moral grandstanding, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Now it becomes DSP versus Viscant. So get ready for that. Jay, I'm going to hide the next post here. I don't want to spoil. Jay, I don't bet what I don't have, which is why I'm still not betting you for 1,000. I beat you in an argument while totally drunk. You got pissed. Uh-oh. Jid was hitting hard. Jay, the Jid was hitting hard there. You know that.
I mean, it's not exactly I beat you at Evo, is it? I beat
No,
you
no,
in an
no.
I'll bet it was like aim or something, wasn't it, on Alpharism?
I beat you in an argument. I'm totally drunk. You got pissed. A suggestion for a wager was made, and you blew it out of proportion to get your own hype. Since you're now a nobody that only scrubs in general discussion care about. Oh, since you're now a nobody that only scrubs in general discussion care about. Oh, very thread specific cut down here. Only scrubs in general discussion care about you. People in the Evo Championships theories threads, they don't give a shit about you. But I own you in life, you stupid bitch. Now go back to your faggotry, douchebag.
Is that a slur, Phil?
I wonder. It's a harmful utterance. It's a negative utterance.
Harmful language, yeah.
So, I own you in life, you stupid bitch. This is very similar. I want to bring up the parallels to current year. LTG said something similar to Philip yesterday, saying there's no metric at which we are comparable or something. In that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
isn't it?
Yeah, shit on you. So, Viscant decides to do his own rebuttal here next. So, you beat me in an argument? That's funny. Because I seem to recall that it was you who proposed the $1,000 bet. Then when you got called out on it, you instantly wanted a fist fight. Then when you got called out on that, have been looking for ways to back down in the 3 months since then. Sure sounds like you won that one to me. Oh! Ouch! Remember, this is the thing that was a joke. Remember he told us that in the June documentary? This was a joke.
There is no need to have that fight. You've just fucking murdered him there.
It was a joke, guys. Remember? I was just being silly stuff. It was just silly stuff as a joke. All right, we're not done. We're not done. Viscant is not done with this. And you owe me in life? Let's review here. This is so beautiful. I'm going to try to go... you might not see the bottom, but I'm going to try to read it, so you can kind of not spoil yourself here. Clearly, I'm doing way better than you financially. You can't put up $1,000 on a bet that you, yourself, proposed. I just bought a condo in La Hala, and I've been moving into it on the 30th, which is why I might miss Evo West. Are you still living with Mommy?
Wait, 2006.
2006. I think we are. Let's see.
Have we bought that condo to impress that girl and then had to move back in at this point?
Let's see. Either we're very close to it. Condo tour. Oh no! It has to be. No, it's 3 years later he buys the condo, because I think 2009 is when he starts talking about I saw the mortgage, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, so yeah.
Didn't he like move out briefly and then he had to move back in? I'm sure there was a
No, that was the apartment with the friends.
Right. Yeah,
the apartment with friends, he
one with
moved
the
out.
Weed in the
Yeah, those guys. He moved out from those guys because he couldn't afford it. July 2009, Frog Machine is on it. So yeah, we are 3 years from owning our. We are still living with Mommy or friends. We might be living with Mommy, let's say. It's believable that it would be.
I think it's in the King is Revealed video where he does it, where he says, like, I've just bought I got my first mortgage payment today.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I rep the East Coast as much as Phil. No. All right, next up. Advantage, Jay, by the way. I agree with that. Next up, second point on this list. I look like I do. You look like I... Oh, wait. This is so fucking bad. All right. I look like I do. You look like you do. If you choose to actually fight me, you'll look even worse than what you look like now. Which is why you are in the process of backing down. Oh, God. Oh, God.
And they'll have met at tournaments and things. They know what Phil looks like.
This is brutal, man. Brutal. I look like I do. You look like you do. If you choose to actually fight me, you'll look even worse than what you look like now. Oh. Big advantage J on that one. Big advantage J on that one. Next up, we have 3 more points. 2 more points. Oh my God, guys. You spend most of your life drunk, and you're fat and ugly because of it. I'm clean and have been for years. Advantage J. Oh my God! Please throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Throw the damn towel.
Somebody stop the damn match.
I'm getting it. No, not that. This. Here, I'll keep it up here. We need it. No, loop. Here we go, loop. Okay, there we go. Next. One more. One more. Here we go. If you're ready for it. Number 4 of our list. Next up. You've devoted a large portion of your life lately to playing games, including getting fired from your job. I hardly play games anymore, and I can still crush you at the games I play, which is why you back down from our money match. All right, not the strongest of endings, but that's fine. We're not done, though. What exactly are you beating me at, Phil? You need to take people's advice in this thread and stop fucking posting. And you especially need to stop.
Jesus, like that should just be like on like above the gates as you come in. It just applies so much.
And you especially need to stop posting stupid shit, saying you own me. I've probably got shirts that are worth more than your whole net worth. So if I were you, I wouldn't pull out the whole own you in life card, because you're clearly dominated here. Also, you need to drop this whole king of hate, king of hype internet personality. It's tired, foolish, and a total joke. Wow.
My dude.
Now that is one of the most powerful posts we've ever seen on the Dent Scrolls. Ever.
and that personality is not going anywhere over the next like 20 years either.
Yeah. That was a very good post, Mr. Viscant. All right, well, don't worry. We have responses to go through as well. You don't think he would let that go, would he? I thought he might, actually, because sometimes he does run away from those shit. But to 32, Philip takes a while to respond. Oh, this was funny. I would read it. What's all this hearsay? DSP is loved, feared, and respected on the East Coast. It's safe to say he's often emulated and never duplicated. So you could take your fold button condo and all your gay comebacks and put them in the gaping hole in your heart, Viscant. Because that's where DSP really owns you. Also, Avad, $100 isn't nearly enough to pique Viscant's interest. Come on, man. Even I know that. So we have a DSP defender here.
And then the edit. Never mind.
That's the key word there. And yeah, that could be as well. You know, I wish someday AI is going to be strong enough for us to just say, drop in the SRK forums into AI and say, give me all the people you think are our sock accounts, you know? And that'll be a fun day. Someday it's going to happen, you know? All right, I need AI. I need you to find out the ones you think is a sock account. Go ahead. Its odds of being a sock account are 99%. See, we knew it. Anyways, next up.
Could you just quickly highlight in chat Hawksworth's comment?
Okay, shot username Linda B. Yeah. This was Damien 420. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get to Philip's response to that quote, okay, because he had to respond. 31, 32. Okay. The response is this, and here we go. This Evo is going to be good. If I indeed do go, I will play Viscant in Marvel's Capcom 2, and I indeed will R him. Havad, thank you for backing me on this. Also, Damien, thanks for the support. That's the Damien420 guy that said that dick riding comment. I will also play him in ST since he still owes me for the money match he avoided last year. So he doesn't owe him money. He owes him the money match that they couldn't do. That will also be for $100 of my own money. What's good? You see, Jay, you could try to rally your fucking homosexual West Coast gang on the internet, but when it comes to real respect, I have it from the East Coast and from those who matter. I have 2 million times the respect that you do. Not on the internet, but in real life. That's where I fucking own you at life, Viscant. Bet it! So, I do not have the same respect you have on the internet, but I do have it in real life. Okay, so...
Also, thanks for the people above me who spoke out and said, oh, it feels cool.
Yeah,
just the support, guys.
He also used the same word that the Dick Rider said that, which some are saying might be a sock account.
Right? Yeah,
might be a sock account.
Me and you. Thanks, man.
Okay, so next up is this one. This is Viet Cong. Oh, no, that's not DSP. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is 36, okay? So this is DSP stating, okay, I'll post some obvious facts, okay? Wait, let me make sure. Oh, no, this is, yeah, wait. I could not prove this is DSP, so I'll let you decide that, and I don't think, oh, no, it's not him. D-Ho, my bad. That's why I skipped it. Not him, not him, not him. Not him. That is not DSP.
That. If you'd told me it was.
Yeah, but I just want to be clear. It's not DSP. Don't want to say anything. It's not him. And we do get the DSP response, though, here. And my comment on this is comedy gold. So let's see. Okay, here we go. This is going to be like the other big money matches where a bunch of morons run their mouths for 18 months without anything actually happening. Although these matches are unlikely to happen, at least this thread is comedy gold. Triple H wants his gimmick back, DSP. Nice. They already knew it was their whole wrestling bullshit at this point, right?
Yeah.
And last one from this
Can you play
post.
the King of Kings thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah. Oh yeah. So someone's saying here, Jay versus DSP argument is still going on. Just get that shit on at Eva. I'll personally referee this match just to see it firsthand. So yeah, it's still a possibility of happening at this point. And unfortunately, that's the end of the hype on this one. This is DSP here, though, I believe. I can't tell if it's him, so I didn't mark it. But tell you what, I won't say anything more about this match. I'll let the results speak for themselves. If you let Wigfall, see, I don't think that's him. He's not talking about Wigfall. I think that might be D-Ho, but so yeah, the Wigfall there. I don't think there's any more DSP on this one. So yeah, that was it for that one. But that's in there just for that one fucking post. That is just, whew, mama. That post hits so fucking hard by Viscant. I will save that. I'll tweet that out later. That post is so good. Let me get it up here. This post right here. Still, the echoes of this post are still being heard on the internet to this very day. Right here. What a legend, Viscant. All right. Let's go to another field trip before we get to our last thread here, which is about Justin Wong. And so let's get to this one, another Justin Wong style post here. But this is the boys. Two gentlemen here. We have one, John Rambo on your right, and we have another one, DSP on your left, the person that Viscant said, what was his wording again? I look like I do, you look like you do. If you choose to actually fight me, you'll look even worse than what you look like now. So the proof is in the pudding here.
You spend most of your life drunk, fat, and ugly. That one?
Yeah, yep. That was a good one too. Okay, here we go. This is just a random thing I thought was funny. So it's about, have you ever been to America, Steve? Have you ever made a visit over here?
No, I only briefly had to stop over once in New York, but other than that, no, I've not.
Okay. So you've never eaten the place called In-N-Out Burger. So In-N-Out Burger's on the West Coast. I've never been there myself either. I've been to the West Coast, but never In-N-Out Burger. This is two gentlemen talking about In-N-Out Burger, and let's enjoy how lovingly they talk about In-N-Out Burger.
developers of the game, and they were interviewed on G4. But the game's not there. In fact, THQ does not have a booth at all. All THQ, again, they have a private meeting room area set up for them, and I'm sure they invited a couple people, Seamus people in there. So nothing we can do about it. You know, it is what it is. That's what they decided to do this year.
Everything in life is a popularity contest. It
is.
Just remember that.
All right, so before we move on to what we're planning
Great, John. Thanks for that.
on doing tomorrow, I'd like to talk a little bit about In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we finally went there today. Lots of people have been getting Twitter messages. I've been getting comments on the videos. Why did you go to Mel's Drive-In, you fucking stupid cocksucker motherfucker?
What the hell is going on?
You should have went to In-N-Out Burger, you losers. It was right around the corner on Sunset Boulevard.
What is happening, people?
This is how people address me like this. It's ridiculous.
Let's be friends here.
It's very ridiculous.
I'll check on that.
Disrespect that I get. But anyway, I
do you want two others?
Yeah, I thought that was it.
You want to Golden Rule? Yeah.
Where exactly did they
treating you like that?
Which channel is Darkside Phil channel? Is it DSP Reacts or DSP Throwback? I think it's Throwback. Or no, he still has his own Darkside Phil channel. That one still exists, doesn't it? But he doesn't have the password to it or something?
Yeah, but you don't have to log in for it, yeah.
Yeah,
but,
something stupid like that.
Wasn't it DSP Vlogs or King of Vlogs? One of them is now the React channel. Because it was already monetized.
Remember. Yeah. I'll find it.
Because like when you go to the React channel and you see his like most popular videos, it's still like emergency shit.
I'm looking for the one channel though that is like legitimately the title is DSP Thank you, Geek. Darkside Phil's the literal name of the channel. Is that Throwback? Anyways, whatever.
To make videos.
I'll find it.
Push through negativity.
I want to see the real fact of the matter on that fucking vlog. Oh, here it is. I found it. Oh no, it's one of those places where someone changed one letter of Darkside Phil. It's Darkside Phil, and it's Darkside Phil versus Flowchart Ken.
Skin very
Getting
thick
wrecked.
skin,
When you go to the
fucking cedar.
Yeah.
When you go to the React channel and you click popular on the videos, the most popular is still released day unboxing Final Fantasy 13.
Oh yeah, yep, that's great. Who could we forget that one? Okay, let's go.
This is the King of Hate vlogs.
It's the shit that I get. But anyway, today we said let's do this. Let's finally check out In-N-Out Burger. We went to the one on Sunset Boulevard as people had recommended. Now, first of all, just walking in this place is a fucking experience. It's like a zoo, all right?
Just getting to it is an experience, first of all.
Well, we already talked about
that.
The LA traffic is just absolutely insane.
We already talked about that, John.
It was today.
Wednesday?
Wednesday afternoon.
It was like, it was insane. It was
like a Saturday or something.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Wall-to-wall people.
The drive-thru's packed.
Huge fucking line inside. We had to go inside.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, people had told us,
drive-thru's packed, we gotta go inside.
you should order the animal style. Like, this is the inside secret menu. Order animal style, and it's the best fucking thing ever. You gotta do it. So I said, well, we want to try a regular burger, obviously. We want to try animal style. So we ordered, two regular combos, and we ordered 2 animal style burgers as well.
So 2 combos. Look at these 2 gentlemen. 2 combos and then 2 extra burgers to try them out. All right. Cool. Let's keep going.
Guess which of those 2 was more likely to have eaten the burgers.
Yeah. Philip's going to tell you how he couldn't finish it, but the body type tells you otherwise.
Yeah.
To compare. So we brought them back here, we ate them. And first we each eat one, and we're like, is this the animal style or not? Like, well, I never know. I don't have any frame of reference.
Yeah, because they basically had 2 bags. One bag was just fries.
Right.
And the other bag had 4 burgers in it.
Nothing labeled.
With no label whatsoever, so you don't know what's going on.
We didn't know what the fuck it was.
Right.
And being that we never ate In-N-Out, we couldn't tell. So we're like, this is good, but what is it? I don't know. What is it? So we're like, I don't know. Did it look the same? Yeah, they kind of look the same. Is this the animal? Is that? We don't
know. Legitimately, I'm not trying to just only bring this up because Philip brought it up, saying I age gracefully.
Right. Thank you for re-upping your membership.
Who looks older right now, LTG or DSP, in this video, right? It's crazy that he said that.
He looks older here.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make fun of anyone's looks, but if you bring it up as a point of contention to dunk on someone, then people can comment on it, which I'm doing right now. But dude, this is 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
About 200 pounds now, maybe 210.
All right, so we eat those burgers. All right, those weren't bad. Let's move on to the next one. We get it. Tastes like the first burger, and they look the same. They had the same condiments on them. In one case, one of yours was way messier than the other.
One was way messier, so maybe that's the animal But maybe it's just
You put your hand in it, John.
Maybe that, well, I don't know.
I don't know. It's very confusing to me. And what I have to say, my official review is, I'll say this. The price of each double burger is only $3.
The double!
Yep.
That is
They got double plus animal.
The price of each double burger is only $3.20.
Yep.
Okay. That is really good for a double cheeseburger anywhere. Actually, any fast food place you go to. Now, keep in mind, I'm talking dollar menu, because you can get dollar menu double cheeseburgers at fucking McDonald's and Burger King.
Wendy's.
They're gross. Okay, they're gross.
Well, that's the.
Are they? Damn, this guy. Dollar burgers are gross.
Burgers,
Yeah, gross. He has a very specific palate, doesn't he, Piss Piggy?
Anywhere, actually, any fast food place you go to. Now, keep in mind, I'm talking dollar menu, because you can get dollar menu double cheeseburgers at fucking McDonald's and Burger King.
Wendy's.
They're gross. Okay, they're gross.
Well, it's the same thing, though, as the other ones.
Like John's thinking, they're not that bad.
Well,
Yeah, he said, like, all right, I mean...
This thing is loaded with cheese, 100 condiments, everything you can think of, onions, special sauce.
Look at how
everything.
greasy his hair
So
is.
$3.20, that's not a bad deal.
Like, you
you
can
know?
see the
got
light
serious-
reflecting in it.
Serious DuckTales.
Yeah.
And for
Only the
$3.20,
finest
the burger's
grease
not
from the
bad.
finest
Within the
burgers
world
for
of
my
fast
hair.
food, for free whatever, that's probably one of your best values, you know.
Sure.
I think.
You can get a combo for $6, you're full, and it's pretty, you know.
Yeah.
But what I have to say is this, I've had better burgers. And unfortunately, I've had better fast food burgers.
This segment's just for John, by the way. Just for Sam, by the way. Hold on, let's hear that.
But what I have to say is this, I've had better burgers. And unfortunately, I've had better fast food burgers.
It's a fast food burger, it's not, you know,
He is so serious, man. It's so odd how serious he
you
is.
get from a.
Dude, food
I've
matters
had
to
other
him.
fast food burgers on the East Coast that are better. Of course, they cost way
Whoa.
more. That's the catch. 22 is you want the better burger, you're going to spend double that. You spend $6-7 for the big ass burger. It's good, but it costs a ridiculous.
John
What's
is
the
like-
one that was a Cheeks way back?
Questioning what he's doing here. Big ups, Vikes. No.
Yes, Jake's
And,
Payback Burger.
Five Guys is the one that's near me,
Yes.
which is a chain that's growing.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a little
We have Five
more
Guys over
expensive,
here.
but the thing with those,
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, they are. They're too expensive
Yeah, yeah.
now. Now it's like $10 for one.
Yeah, it's a treat. You don't go often. But
Yeah, I'm down just
Yeah,
for
it's
fries, though. I have no shame in going
God,
just
yeah,
for
the fries
fries.
are good.
Just get the fries. You're good.
is you customize.
Right.
There wasn't really as much customization here.
Yeah, you get pickles, you can get, onions, you get lettuce, tomatoes,
Basic stuff.
special sauce. It wasn't anything above and beyond,
Right.
what you
That's what I do
thought
too,
it was
Pendleton. That's the
on par
play.
With those places.
Play is the Cajun fries, absolutely.
But with those other places, you get to choose vast more amount of condiments
Right.
for your.
All right, guys, can we move on? I know I
Right,
chose
right,
this
right.
myself,
So-
but
So, it is what it is. Is it good? I liked it, but it's not, I've had better burgers at fast food joints. They were just more expensive. So I definitely don't agree with these people. It's the best fucking burger I've ever had in my life. And no, you gotta get out more, dude.
There's a big difference between fast food burgers and restaurant quality or whatever you want to call it, grill.
True.
Fresh grilled stuff.
he's so odd. Look at this. When someone else is talking, he has no clue what to do. Just watch DSP on this point. Watch his face. Okay, let's see if I can make it bigger. No, it's fucking John. It's so odd. Watch.
You gotta get out more, dude.
When someone else is talking, he just can't listen at all. He's not listening at all and just moves in the weirdest of ways. Watch.
There's a big difference between fast food
Look.
burgers and restaurant quality or whatever you want to call it, grill.
True.
Fresh grilled stuff.
Right.
And like that. So.
And I do want to say their fries are disgusting shit. They're just
Fries
just the worst fries I've ever had in my life.
Those are
So
not good.
don't touch those fucking fries. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, we're not done talking about tomorrow. One more quick thing. So, similar to the Turtles, remember the Turtles was WP champions last night? So here's a turtle-related thing. DSP claims that is him in the Mikey suit. I mean, I guess it's just a bad joke because there's no way that's him in any situation, right? I mean, I don't think it could be, but... By the way, this is the top 10 worst gaming moments for 2009, number 1, okay?
I mean, we'd also use our fortune. We'd also use O Fortuna.
That's true, that's true.
Something.
Trent Brown says, imagine the alternate universe where Phil made us most of his money as a food reviewer and only did games on the side. I think he'd be a lot happier. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Number 1, Take-Two takes action, Grand Theft Auto 4 DLC, The Lost and Damned. Oh, man. The biggest...
So again, this is the top 10 worst gaming moment of 2009 is the Take-Two taking down channels content, for copyright.
And I went to the top of the property. And took video building, and if I were to go to New York City on vacation, and I were to go to the Empire State Building, and I were to pay an admission fee to get in, and I went to the top of the building and took video, and then I put that video on the internet, that video is my legal property. It's my experience at the Empire State Building. There's no way that the Empire State Building could possibly own that footage because although they provided the means and the location, they did not actually provide my...
Okay, whatever. I just thought that was a weird...
Sorry, we cannot skip past the fact that he has a Michelangelo turtle suit.
That's not him. I just refuse to agree. I refuse to believe that's him.
I can imagine him spending that much money on that. I can imagine him wasting that and thinking it's a good idea. It'd be great for Halloween, or we'll go to a convention or something. This is it. Yeah. This is how I get to stand next to a woman.
This is his stupid joke, I think. I think this is a stupid joke. That's a good SOK question,
taking
though.
A picture, we could be like, "Hey, babe, what are you doing after the photo?"
I think he would talk about this. Yeah, I think he would talk about that if he was him, right? This is not him. Anyways, all right,
just basically step.
All right, anyways, stupid.
I think it would have been funny if he'd gone, "That's me in the April O'Neil costume." That would have been a better joke.
Oh shit! So to get back to the threads, I was so fucking stupid. We forgot to show the result of 2006 Evolution. So, as you can see, the top 2 finishers in Street Fighter were American. Now, the game they were talking about, though, to be fair to him in that thread, was Third Strike, right? So just to check,
mainly talking about Third Strike. Yeah.
Third Strike was dominated by the Japanese players. Nito Issei, Nuki, Meester, Tokido. Pyro Lee is the first place American player there. Amir is there. Philip did not get top 8 in this one. He did also not get top 8 in Hyper Street Fighter. But Americans did well in this one. Alex Wolf got first, 1. Jason, Tokido third. Alex Valle, Graham Wolf, Daigo, Afro Legends, John Choi. He did not get in top 8, so he wasn't able to dunk on anyone there. Notable entrants also do not include DSP on that. That might just be a troll, but I don't know. Okay, last thread. And this one starts with a post about Sir Wong, and Justin Wong wins EVO 2008. So we're going forward 2 years here, 2008. Now DSP has a YouTube channel. Now, it's not blown up or anything. We're not even making money on it yet. But we do have a YouTube channel at this point, just for reference, okay? So DSP does not show up until the 41st post. Okay, there we go. So, there's a long as shit one here, and let me get it here because people talk about it a lot. Okay, so no offense, but Justin isn't the best XFF player in the world. Somebody who can master one infinite and run away with Storm in competitive play isn't necessarily the best. You notice the trend here of today? Shit-talking Justin Wong, who has won multiple tournaments already at this point. But anyways, let's keep going. Someone who can master one infinite and run away from Storm in competitive play isn't necessarily the best. XFF is a unique game because every character is broken. In order to truly figure out who is the best, you have to see who could win with what characters. Did Justin fight anyone who did the same easy mode shit he was doing? If so, did he truly do it better, or did he get lucky? These are questions that need to be asked. So we are again trying to downplay Justin winning. It seems like amazing how Justin keeps winning, but there's always a reason he wins. It's never just that he's good, you know? It's interesting. He never just wins. There's always a reason why he wins. I give much more props to people who consistently give good performances with characters who aren't as broken, such as Gambit, Cammy, Jug, Sabretooth, Bison, etc. These characters are great, but it's not Touch of Death great. And they also involve actually playing the game rather than running away for 2 days. Okay? Bottom line, Justin Jwong is the best player in the U.S., as in the best at finding an easily abusable exploit in the game and working with it to win a tournament. Remember that sentence I told you to remember a long time ago? This is basically the same thing. It's just in a different way. All right? He's saying the exact same thing as the first post in a different way. He's saying, you know, Justin chooses top-tier players, and that's why he's winning. Right? And he also wins with it, by the way, right? Dominating, remember? And he dominates with it, was his words in the other post.
And also, bottom line, 2 paragraphs.
I mean, hell, his entire game in ST, and remember, this is 2 years in between, 2 years in between those threads. So here we go. I mean, hell, his entire game in ST is Sagat, which is easy. It's the easiest way to win in that game due to his imbalance. But you don't see him winning ST tournaments when anyone actually good at the game is present. ST players are used to that kind of abuse. My guess is that the entrants at EVO and XSSF were not ready to see someone totally whore out an easy mode top tier like Justin Jwong is used to doing. So the reason that he won X-Men versus Street Fighter is that they were not ready to see someone totally whore out an easy mode top tier character. That's why Justin won this tournament. Okay? Remember?
Because nobody else would have tried playing the top tier character.
Yes. Want to see Justin lose? Throw in a monkey wrench. Fight him with a lower tier team in XSSF he hasn't been seen before. He will lose, but eventually he'll adapt, since he's picking the best and easiest teams in the game to win with. Justin was the best at this game at one day, but he is and most definitely isn't the best player in the world. You can either take shortcuts to win, or you can actually love and learn a game. It doesn't take much to call yourself a pro player, but it takes more than that to call yourself an expert. Know what I mean?
I mean, you know, it's not enough said, but it's a solid ending. Give him that.
So once again, we are just doing Groundhog Day on the exact same thread we started with here. In this case, fucking Justin Jwong won. He won the tournament, and we're still bitching at him. You know,
because it's like how, you know, Phil only loses because, you know, he's nervous and he hasn't played the mirror match and there's lag or whatever. Like, Justin only wins because he picks strong characters and he uses things that people find difficult to deal with, and you know, these are all bad. So yeah, all the reasons that Justin won, they're bad. And if you take them all away, if you take away all these like hypotheticals that I've just put up, Justin loses.
Yeah, if you take away all these points that that takes skill and practice to be good at a game and win, then he would have lost. Okay, remember that. This, by the way, is Dogface, who said I was never a huge Justin Jwong fan, and talks about how he thought he could beat him and thought he was just a cheap player, and how he learned through this tournament and playing Justin Jwong that he definitely has new respect for Justin Jwong. That's what this whole post is about, by the way. This first post. So there we go. So let's go down to, again, we get to the responses here. And people obviously take note of DSP's response. And here we go. Real talk. There we go. Real talk. Nobody is going to want to read or believe shit you say simply because of your avatar and the history of you talking shit and being a straight hater. I'm just stating a fact, Phil. We cool, but you know I keep shit real. You have little to no respect for this community, so why should people respect your posts or anything you say for that matter? You're just jealous of my YouTube account. Oh, yeah. Not even a big account yet. So is this guy jealous of your YouTube?
I'll have you know.
Is this person jealous of your YouTube success, or okay, maybe I guess not.
But I mean, to be fair, to acknowledge, they do say, "Look, I still want to play you at Super Turbo because you know, are you good?"
I still want to play with you at Super Turbo, and I feel you're good at it. You, unlike a lot of people who think you suck. So I recognize most people think you suck, but I'm saying you don't. I like to play you, but yeah, no one takes your words. No one cares about what you say because you are a hater. And Ryu says, these statements are truly amazing and extra hilarious coming from a ST Vega player.
The venerable Ryu.
Nice. You've heard of the incel. Now, you've heard of the incel manifesto. You ready for the follow-up? This is like the Scrub Manifesto. Hell yeah! Nice. The Scrub Manifesto. I didn't know we get another manifesto today. Yeah. Hype. I mean, shortcuts? Really? Haunts responds with just shortens to words. If it's so easy and exploitable, then why isn't everyone doing it and traveling around making bank on fucking Street Fighter? Maybe knowing it and actually executing it when it matters are two different things. I gained a lot of respect for a lot of top players this EVO. Fuck, who am I, right? But especially Justin. I think it's nuts that he can play all these games and play so high in basically every last one of them. Anyone who goes on to these tourneys knows it's pretty draining to sit there and play all day. You can call me a nut hugger all you want. I don't give a fuck. When you see this man battle it out with Onuki for like 30 minutes or some shit, then go on to ace it in Marvel later that day, I mean, that is something. You can't hate on that. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. And shit just got real. Comment on that. It did, didn't it? All right, next up. I'm liking this thread. Can't write vids, blah, blah, blah. And then again, everyone's just... DSP has taken over the threads. People are responding to him now. If Justin really took the game seriously, like his new main game that he would mostly, I'm sure he'd be the best, don't you think? But Marvel is what he spends most time on, I guess. And he still won this tournament anyway.
Still to this day.
Yeah, like when he cares about it, he wins games that isn't his main game at this point. It's it's insane. Response to DSP: wow, you're stupid. I don't need to repeat what Haunt said. To tell the truth, I didn't like watching Justin Style on Third Strike. No offense to him, he's cool, but how much dancing can I really watch from Chun-Li, right? That and I was cheering for JR. So during Grand Finals, I really didn't care who won and wanted the whole thing to be over with. But as we got towards that last game and Justin started staging these amazing offensive sequences against Nuki, I started to cheer for him. Not because I wanted us to win or because I was on the Justin bandwagon, but I truly felt that he played great and deserved to finally win it. Normally, I just cheer for friends and who are playing, but this was a cool change. If anything, the Nuki fanboys taunting Justin in front were really annoying and needed to go suck on a dick and then die. It wasn't It wasn't that I didn't like Nuki, just that they should have been more respectful. There's a difference between cheering for and against being disrespectful. I don't know who that woman was for TFGM, but props to you for telling them to shut the fuck up. Nothing against people who aren't on the Justin bandwagon, but like I said, there's a difference between not cheering for someone and just being disrespectful. All right?
Again, the person acknowledging, look, I don't like Justin, but he played better. And that's why I felt he should have won. You know?
Someone again responding to DSP says, yeah, it's just plain disrespectful to hate on Justin Wong's obvious abilities in the games he plays. There are many players who are just as good and can even execute just as, if not better, but Justin Wong is smart and consistently smart. I don't agree with diminishing his victories just because he plays an easily exploitable character or strat. It is the art of fighting that calls you to try and beat it. Why not use it? Either adapt or lose. Justin Wong is not unbeatable, but he sure does a damn good job of making it hard to do so. Learning a lot from reading these posts. There we go. So, now we have more responses to DSP. Wow, that's a lot of hate. I think you guessed wrong about the entrance at EVO in XSSF. We're not ready to see someone totally whore out an easy mode top tier team like Justin is used to doing, because I'm sure a guy like Dogface, who's been playing since 96, has seen a cheap easy mode top tier Storm in play before. The only difference between the ones he's seen before and Justin's is that Justin does it better. I mean, the whole game being cheap and whoring out infinites, so I don't get why you're hating on Justin's cheap ways while I'm sure everyone else was playing with infinites as well. Is everything on mute?
Yeah, I mean, like the old games which you can now play in the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. The design, they're not the best balance, but like most characters have at least something that you can exploit. You know. Yeah. So
and everyone knows what they are.
Yeah,
everyone knows they are. Everyone still has to execute. And somehow, just by pure chance in Philip's world, Justin Wong has been able to execute it more better than anyone else, since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have DSP comes back in. I like stuff like this. What he said. All right, so I want to show sometimes where Philip does say something that people agree with. It says, I don't see why people are claiming this post is full of hate when actually has valid points and avoids flaming. His game plan was to go in there and infinite Jwong. That was his game plan. Jwong's advantage over everyone else.
Really? Avoids flaming, that post?
I know. I'm not sure it avoids flaming, sir, but Jwong's advantage over everyone else is that he gets to constantly sharpen and refine his gameplay no matter which game. He has infinite access to top players in competition. That's what Philip says. I think this could be a DSP DSP sock account again. You never know. As DSP pointed out, Jwong is the number one player of the day. Yes, he was. This isn't in disagreement. Is he a top player in the world? Yes, he is. No hate involved, all truth. But also, as he pointed out, this seems more and more like DSP, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm putting that through AI first, by the way.
The 3 points as well, they read very much like
You didn't prepare. Seems very... As often. DSP pointed out, Jwong, the number one player of the day? Yes, he was. Is he a top player in the world? Yes, he is. No hate. Involved, all truth. But as he also pointed out, other top players were absent. No hate, just facts. It was a good post, and here are my 2 cents. Ah, man, I would bet some money this DSP now. Yeah. Before, you're never sure, but I don't know, man.
I mean, those are literally like 3 Phil points. Like, his game and mastery, though long-standing, was not outstanding as it had stagnated and become stale. His competition was lacking and left him with bad habits. And that's what Phil was saying before. Like, you're all Chun-Li players, so you don't know them. We've not got great players, so that's that again.
This is very, as that handsome, well-hung gentleman said. All right, let's keep moving on here. Don't worry. This thread, we still got to wait. The appearance of Sir Jaguar is waiting in the wings on this one. So let's keep moving down here. I'm glad that Justin won. Okay, I think this could be DSP, but I think I have a way. Yeah, I think this is DSP, but there's no way to verify because no one quote tweeted it, so I'm just going to read it anyway, but I think it is, and you can make up your own decision on that, but here it is. I'm glad that Justin won. There, I said it. Besides ST, this is pretty much the only other SF game, and now I'll take shit for saying it's an SF game, that he hasn't dominated. Big ups Midnight Castoff. If people actually cared about XSSF, Justin would not have won. If people actively played the game all the time, Justin would not have won. If people actually used their old school strategies instead of trying to play easy mode, Justin would not have won. Sorry to say, but Justin is not the best, period. And I will stand by that statement until I see him beat the best in this game, which I have never seen. Reminder, this is a post proclaiming Justin's victory in a tournament at EVO 2008. This person just won EVO, and Philip is trying to tell in this game, and Philip is trying to tell you why it doesn't matter, right? When he got fourth place, it changed his life. But anyways, okay, so remember, this is the first place player in the world at this game this year. Not fourth place, first place. Justin couldn't beat me when the stakes were on the line. Yeah, right. All right, you talk about EVO East, sir? But Justin could beat me when the stakes were on the line in the EVO qualifiers. So why would I believe this ridiculous fanboy thread? He was the best on this day, but he has never been a dominating factor in this game. And to say he's the best in the world is just so insane, it makes me cringe. Wake up, dog boy. He won the game. He won the tournament. Justin, okay, why don't we look at it? Right? So let's do 2008. 2008, and the game was, there we go. It was, what was the game again? Marvel vs. Capcom? No, Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Oh, there we go.
Wasn't it?
Where is it? Was this a EVO 2K 2008? That should be it, right?
Probably Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, it has to be. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. There you
go.
Yep. So as you can see, Justin Wong is first place, defeating many many a player. Let's see his route through the tournament. So he 2-0, lost in the winners, went down 2-0, and then 3-0 and 3-1 in the grand finals. But yes, let's diminish his win. Anyways, let's keep going here. It makes me and to the guy who laughed that I played Vega in Super Turbo, boy,
Phil.
Do you have your history? Yeah, now we know it is. Yep, confirmed. Boy, do we have your history wrong. Were you even at EVO 2005? Do you even understand ST? I fucking guess not. I barely wall dived at all that tournament.
But you still played Vega.
I barely wall dived at all.
Dude, that's like going, to the guy who laughed at me playing as Ryu. I didn't throw a fireball.
Yeah,
I didn't do a Hadouken.
Fuck, man. Imagine. Someone said yesterday, Philip, doesn't have, he's not in the best shape in the world, but his mental gymnastics probably keep his mind in great shape towards lying, You'd think he'd be a better liar if all the mental gymnastics you have to do to try to appear on top of situations. This is insane. I barely wall dived, and everyone agrees. The worst part of Vega is the wall dives. I was actually afraid to dive in that tourney because I was trying to learn him ultra fast. I relied way more on turtling and normals than on abusing the wall dives that make Vega top tier in Super Turbo.
Didn't he is this the same one where he was like, I got in practice before the tournament?
Yeah. Wall diving. I barely did it.
I was trying to learn him, but I did get practice in beforehand.
And by the way, other people laughed at it too, DSP, so let's not just talk to that gentleman. Get your facts straight, you dumb shit. I played Vega once in 2006, and when I played in 2007, it had been so long that I had forgotten what to do and lost to a fucking Blanca. Okay? More cope.
You still
Never
played
ends.
him. So
I still tried to play him.
That's what people are saying.
I always love it when people talk out of their ass because it's so easy to just make them look dumb. Okay, we'll see who looks dumb at the end of this thread.
Yeah, go on then, Phil.
Is this really if this really becomes what I think it will be, my true feelings about Justin Wong will do it elsewhere. For now, I stand by my statement that Justin is not the best XSF player and has done nothing to prove that he is, except win EVO. But I'll continue. He has done nothing to prove that he is, besides whore out the top tiers in the most uncompetitive way possible. That's not skill. That's just plain greed. What? So everyone can do this, guys. Just go out, pick top tiers, and win. It's so simple. Yeah. I'm going to try to win EVO next year, actually. I don't know if you knew this, Steve. I'm going to pick top tier and just do the easy strats. I should get there, right?
Oh, I think
pretty
easy.
As well,
yeah,
let's both do it.
Let's go.
It's pretty fucking easy. Oh my god. All right. Let's keep moving along positively here. Okay. So Shiro 420 says, I'll say this much. Justin plays XFF almost the same as me. He runs when he needs to and rushes when he has to. I use the same team as...
anyway.
Oh, yeah, there you go. And I use the same team as him. We played at T9. I beat him twice, and that's that. Do I think I'm better? I'm not going to say yes. We'll just play at T10. But DSP, I played you as well. I don't know why you think he isn't the best in the USA. I don't know why you think he isn't the best in the USA.
I think he's missing he, yeah.
If he won the EVO tournament, then he is the best. What more do you want him to do? Have Triforce fly down every single top player in the world to EVO just to fight Justin? Good question, Shiro.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something. Justin's been to New Zealand. He's beaten Tony there. He's come to Canada, lost 1 year to LMX, and then he came back the next year, beat LMX, and also... What? Hold on. There's so many fucking letters. I'm confusing myself.
Yeah.
AMX, Tournex. Okay. Okay, so he came to Canada, lost 1 year to LMX, one match, then came back next year, beat LMX, almost beat Joker, lost to Middle Kingpin. Then at EVO, he beat Joker and beat Toxie. He placed over every good player I know of. What do you want? Next year, I'm playing him a race to 10. I'd like to see if he can beat me. I don't even fucking infinite with Chun in this game, who I'm supposed to be better with. Props to Justin for holding it down, for entering and winning. If you hate on him winning, then you're a fucked up character. It sounds like a personal vendetta. Oh, you are right about that.
Like. Yeah,
you are right about that, sir. I need a sound effect for hitting the nail on the head. The bing. That's what we need. Oh, yeah, we saw that earlier, Wilson. Mention of that. Next is a response to the thing DSP said. Wow, DSP, when we played on GGPO, you were mad chill. Why are you hating on him so bad? This is another case where...
When we played, you were mad chill. Yeah, go on.
In real life, when you're talking to someone face-to-face, it's the internet tough guy goes away, right? Mm-hmm. And we're all chill. When we get behind our keyboards, we become big, tough, scary guys, right? Next up, well, I think Justin is better than me. If you say you're better than him, I'll money match you to 10 next year. If you could bring a team of 5 to 10, I'll also put any amount of money down and we will win it here in Canada. Because regardless of what you may think, we play this game in Canada. Whenever I host a tournament, there's always good numbers for X-Men, blah, blah. So if you're down for the money match, I'll bet you on me, Joker, LMX, taking anyone you think is best in X-Men, because obviously not anyone who entered EVO this year, according to your post. So someone saying, I want some of that DSP money, the walking ATM money. Mm-hmm. Give it to me.
Put your money where your mouth is, basically.
Yep. If you think it's wall dives alone that make Vega top tier in ST, then you don't know ST at all. And it shows that his scrubby design can carry you even when you admit you barely knew how to play him back then. Ooh, that's a powerful sentence.
Yeah, that's right to the heart, that one.
I'm also not the one who thought it was impossible to punish a Ken. Whiffed.
With Dragon Punch.
Next up, another response to DSP. The roasting does not stop, by the way. It does not stop. So either Justin's good or you suck. Which one is it? You both picked top tier and took the shortcut route, yet he won with his. The fundamental question is, why couldn't you if that's all it takes? Ooh, mama. We need the bacon sizzling sound now. It's too hot right here.
God, my ribs.
Oh. You talk about some felting going on. Whoo, mama. Also, you're disrespecting the entire scene. Are Toxie and Dogface not two of the best players in the game? How can you say no good players were there? And then look at this final post. DSP says, I always love it when people talk out of their ass. And this gentleman responds with, which explains why you do it so much. Oh, God. Oh,
fatality.
God. Oh, God. This one's tough. Oh, man. So, remember, I showed you the cases where people do stick up for DSP, but yeah, I'm not quite seeing that same response here in this one yet.
They're suddenly absent, aren't they?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Dogface himself responds to DSP. I shall read this in its entirety. DSP, it's clear that you are very passionate about not letting Justin be called the best player in the world. And that maybe comes from your opinion that Justin just whores out top tiers and the top players weren't there to beat him. Do I think Justin has the most knowledge of XSSF? No. Do I think Justin loves XSSF? No. Do I think he can play the game hella good? Yes. So good that he can beat me, Toxie, and Team Canada? Well, look at the results. If we had another XSF tournament next week, would he win then? Possibly, and possibly not. But for now, until the next XSSF tournament that he participates, then he's the XSF Evo champion. So what if he used Storm, Psych, Chun? A lot of people played those characters, but Justin played them in a way that was totally neutralized me and Toxie. Can't you give him credit for that? I mean, to say it's just top tier whoring steals a lot of the thunder I wanted to emphasize in my post. So, okay, so there are a few top players not in attendance, and I mean a few. Arturo says that Jason Wall beats Justin, and I think MMDS would have had a good chance against Justin if they crossed paths, and the Canadian player Narth was absent. But like we've all accepted, on that day, Justin was the best, and deserves more credit than what you're giving him. Anyone watching could tell Justin's gotten better, so therefore he plays the game. And if he plays the game, the concept that he's the best is not impossible to believe. Oh, that's a strong statement towards positive of Justin, isn't it? If he plays the game, the concept that he's the best is not impossible to believe. A lot of people are going to be hungry at EVO 2K9. T10 will be before that, and XSF will be even run at NWC. So let's all get hyped, practice up, and give XSFF its long way to return. This is the best time to be a fan. I know I'm hungry. How about you, Phil? See you at EVO 2K9. So Vic, with a very respectful, factual post explaining how ridiculous DSP's, comments are towards Justin, trying to downplay Justin's win of EVO. Let me remind everyone, he won. Not fourth place. He won.
And also showing like how you can say, look, I don't think he's like the best in the world, but he won then.
Uh-huh.
So, because he's like, look, do I think other people could beat him? Yeah. Do I think he's the best? Yeah. But he's doing that while acknowledging the achievement. He's not like just shitting on him like Phil is.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. At that time, until another tournament takes place, we have to say Justin's the best. It's not that hard. It's not fucking hard. But real quick, I do want to know, because Justin got first in this tournament, and I do want to know what fourth place got. Justin, what does fourth place get in this tournament?
Fourth place doesn't get anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure on
Thanks,
that one.
man.
Sometimes. I think.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. Oh, he's not. He's telling the truth on this one. Actually, they did get nothing. Crizzle, unfortunately, got nothing. Sorry, Crizzle. You're a legend anyway, Crizzle. Crizzle, I promise you're a legend wherever you are. I love you.
Well done.
All right. Nuktang. No, that's not it. Let me go to the next one here. The next response. So we're working our way here.
Shiro said, do I still count as a top player?
Yeah. Two. That's responding to Dogface.
To Dogface, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. I'll get the shorter one out for this one. Hold on. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready.
Okay, so I know that we respect each other's as gamers, so this is hard. That's what Philip says this first line is. Mm-hmm. Seeing you start a Justin Wong nut-hugging thread was very disturbing for me.
Bro, like all he said was, I used to think Justin was a bit overrated, and then I saw him play, and wow, he's pretty good.
It's a dude that we're at 74 now. I just want to show you again. It was a long as shit post, but it's a tournament recap, and those are all over the place. Mm-hmm. People do tournament recaps, and there's many. This is like the appropriate place to be long-winded. Philip thinks it's every post, but really it's supposed to be this. But basically he's talking about how he's fucking gained a lot of respect for him, right? Mm-hmm. For Justin Wong, and he didn't like him before. Right? So that's what it's about, right? So it's just one member of a community speaking about their experience with a different member of the community, and you can choose to just read it and say, okay, I get that story, I understand the feelings, and cool, he's respecting someone else in our community that's with us, in our kind of team, But what does DSP do? Yep, that's right, Doomer. Run to the gay thing, because that's the real mature way to go about things, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And Nino, that's fucking right. All right, so here we go. Let's hold on to your fucking cringe butts here, because this is someone that cannot handle someone being better than them at anything. So how do we respond? Well, very maturely, I assure you. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the fanboyism. And I'm tired of people. I've probably heard about whatever. A lot of nut huggers talk about Justin, but I never expected that you would buy in.
I'm tired of this shit. Right, okay, so that's why this is hard.
That's why this is hard. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the fanboyism, and I'm tired of being bullied by the light. What's the light? Is that some kind of group? The light. I was never blinded, and that's why I've been able to beat him in major tournaments when it mattered. I remind everyone, it is actually qualifying tournaments to EVO, so they're not nothing, but they are not where it counts the most, which is, I remind you, winning EVO itself, which is something Justin Jwong has done. What's the count now? As a player, 20-something times, in Street Fighter 4, he's won. In EVO itself, that's not just EVO. I should show the EVO results. But anyways, he has won EVO about 20 fucking times, legitimately, right? Like, insane amounts. Yeah, a lot.
Quite a few, yeah.
Okay. But anyways, many different games, all this, the top of the top. Okay, but Philip has got 4th place at EVO once, so respect it, okay? Respect it. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. Oh! Well, good thing you said that now. He's won EVO 9 times. There we go, 9-time winner. And won numerous other tournaments along with that, but yeah. What I'm trying to say is that you have been struck by the same wave that many other players have experienced. Justin hit the Street Fighter world like a brick wall. Here's a young kid, inexperienced, who is a natural, and who could win a national. Amazing. But this is no longer the case. We've allowed him to become such a powerhouse that he plays a game for a couple of months and now he can win tournaments, if not nationals? What a monster have we created? What?
You created the monster.
What?
Like, dude, this guy comes in and everyone's like, wow, he's really good at the game. And then he gets really popular and really successful because he's really good at the game. And then Phil's like, how have we let this happen?
Yeah,
he's good at the game and we're impressed by that. How?
He was a natural and played his ass off to get good at many games and continued winning. And yeah, that is true, Gloria. Thanks for saying that. It is Phil's fault that Justin got good. Got it. You really think he's good at XSSF? He won EVO. Okay, anyways, really, this boggles my mind. You said he whored out the top tiers of the game to the fullest and won. Have you ever met someone who cared so much about winning XSF that they went to those lengths? Playing top tiers?
What you did with Street Fighter 2. Like, what you did with Super Turbo.
As other people pointed out. Yeah. Fucking Vega.
Yeah.
I didn't wall jump a lot, though.
You practiced, like before, specifically on that version, so you could exploit it. Fucking hell.
I'm guessing no, but I could be wrong. Justin is the person who plays to win, period. Yeah, that's kind of the point of competitive endeavors, At the top level, I'm saying. If you're playing with your friends, that's a different deal. This is the opposite of that. This is the top competition in the land. Anyways, he doesn't have to enjoy or even like the game. He just does what he has to do to win because he's addicted to winning. How dare he?
My fucking dude.
What? What? Yeah, that's it, zombies. Thank you. The real play is to max out 13 credit cards to win qualifiers. And then not make top 8. That's the best play. All right, well, you choose. Addicted to sweaty men JPEGs or addicted to winning championships? I don't know. Which one's better?
Addicted to the 99.4% win rate.
Yeah, it's tough to know which one's better on this case. I'll have to think about it. I'll come back to you. I'll circle back on that. Anyways, he's done this with every game since Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the one game where he truly was the innovator. At B5, I had Justin's back. Okay. It's funny when they say that, but let's see what this says. He was the underdog and the outlaw. He was the one coming into that event who nobody thought could do the impossible, and yet he did it. And I told him on that day that I would always have his back. Oh, really? Oh, really? You talk about stabbing in the back, like Craig said. Holy shit, man. Today,
Justin, could you please confirm this?
Yeah. You got to apologize too. First of all, apologize for explaining the story that truly happened when he cried to Jaha and saying it was funny, which it was. Then ask, did Philip ever say he had your back? Anyways, today Justin just takes the easy way out. out at all chances to make money. He begged so many people to play money match with him at Midwest this year that I had to tell him to shut the fuck up so we could actually talk about the tournament online. And walking ATM that takes money matches every chance is bitching about Justin Wong's money matches. Okay, gotcha.
Also, again, it's like Justin has to beg for them because nobody wants to play him because he's too good.
Yeah, it's
and
tough
everyone's
for
like,
him.
Hey, Phil, ATM me. You know?
Yeah, Empire was part of it too because they wanted to get money too because they know he's the best. Anyways, this is an exaggeration. Please check the actual thread. He wins almost every game because of his shortcuts, and all he cares about is the win. Shortcuts being, playing top tiers and learning the best strategies. That's the shortcut. He's told me multiple times that he hates games, but he wins them simply because he can.
Bro, this is like when he's like, the cannons told me that, GGBO doesn't work, but we want to sell it, so shush.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, they told me. The vet manager actually agreed with me and told me that vet was wrong.
Always. Ikiro in the house says Justin's Wazzler became a meme for beating everyone. DSP's become a meme for other reasons. I know. Justin understands memes, and there's a meme he created himself. Philip, though, says, I don't get it, and it reminds me of the 90s. That's his words yesterday. The Wazzler meme reminds him of the 90s. You can.
Meanwhile, people are like literally refunding this game because they're running into Justin Wong and getting the shit out of them. So that's why I've stayed offline on it.
You make that one make sense. Anyways, make it make sense. Yes, Craig. Next up, so let's start over. Justin Wong, XSF. Justin has won more fighting game events than any other person in the USA. Okay, sounds good too. Maybe he's won more than anyone in the world. I don't know. But is he the best in every game he's won? I have to say fuck no. Seems to me it's more than like abusing the weaknesses of every game than actually learning the games. Find the fault and turn it to your advantage to make the money. That's what the fuck?
Projection right here.
I mean,
don't you need to learn the game in order to learn where its strengths and weaknesses are and be like, I can exploit this. I've learned something like that like the developers didn't notice that this move has like 0 startup. So, you have to get into the game to get to that point.
And
you can't just go in and go, I'm going to do that. Win.
And even if let's say you don't do that and you're one of the people that just watches all videos on YouTube and gets the like strats that way, you still have to perform them the best of anyone else that knows them.
Yeah. I can't remember who it is. I think it's like Daigo or Takedo or something. Someone said like the way the practice is, you do the fireball 30 times and then you turn around. So you direct your controls flip.
Yeah.
And then do it again 30 times. And if you fuck up once, you start again.
And
it's like it's the consistency of execution.
It's all right. Well, here we go. This is funny. Find the fault and turn it into your advantage to make money. That's not what I could be the best player at all. If you said Justin Wong was the Donald Trump of fighting games, I might agree. What does he mean in that case?
What was Donald Trump in 2006?
2006, he's just the apprentice. So I guess he's known as this rich dude. I guess that's what we're going for.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But considering he takes shortcuts to win, I cannot ever admittedly say he is the best. There we go. So now hold on to your butts for the pointed responses. Here we go. So, okay. In the end, not a single word you typed or anyone else really matters. The only thing that matters is who won, and that was Justin Wong. If he can win, if can win and need to win. Here you go. He can win and doing whatever it takes is smart. So stop hating that you weren't smart enough to select characters that will yield the greatest win chance. I see where you're coming from, though. I also like to play games for fun and not just for money, and I'm not the fan of tier whoring, but that's what casuals are for. Correct, sir.
Yeah.
Evo is a tournament, and the goal is to win, and that is what Justin does best. Also, if Justin doesn't play his best, it is unfair to his opponents who want to play him to get better. Although, I often notice that even in tournaments, Justin messes around until grand finals. Imagine being that good.
Mm-hmm. That's the amount of time you have to put in to get to that level.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, it does get boring seeing the same person always winning everything, but it's not easy, so congrats to Justin fucking Robot Wong. Please don't disable any of your auto-win hacks anytime soon. And yes, that's a good point. That I know one of these, I forget where, one of these old ancient, teachings is it is disrespectful to give your opponent anything but your best, no matter the score, right? And there's something to be said for that. So maybe Justin Wong was being a little disrespectful here, but, anyways, here we go. Keep going. The train doesn't stop. We're running a train on DSP on this one. DSP, Justin may not be the best X versus Street Fighter player to you, but he is the better fighting game player than the people he beat, and winning tournaments gives you the right to call yourself the best. He's not the one claiming himself to be the best. Another person is saying so. Great point. I think people are not agreeing with you simply because you developed a persona of hate for a long time.
No,
but
I think it's because he's wrong.
But I do see valid points in what you're saying. Hawksworth is a good point. We have seen money match of that where he'll say, "You play whoever you want." So pick who you want. I'll be whoever you want for the money match, because that's the only way he can get money matches.
Imagine having to handicap yourself to that level.
Yeah,
that other people will play you.
That's what it takes to get matches as Justin Wong. But I do see valid points in what you're saying. I don't want to go into essay mode, but I think the problem is defining what being the best means. Is it being the most skillful, or is it simply winning tournaments by doing whatever is available to you? A lot of people say there's no such thing as cheapness. But in reality, we all know there is. We just don't care about it because we learn to deal with it and counter. To me, winning the tournament means you can call yourself the best. The game only knows winning and losing, but other people might not agree, including you. Okay? So you got it. He says people don't agree. You have some points there, but there you go. Someone making fun of DSP's comment here. Oh, what's wrong with playing to win a tournament? The whole point of tournaments is to win them, not lose them. This is why we saw Chun versus Chun in Third Strike Finals, and since you mentioned Serlin, I think it's fair to also mention Eskill, who, if I remember correctly, was the first one to write a playing to win essay. There you go. Justin still needs to win in VF, GG, and Smash. Until then, I'm not a believer. JK.
Nice.
I wouldn't say that Justin is the best. I'm not a hater. I think Justin is the best player. There we go. So he's the best player. I think hands down Justin is the cheapest player. He plays you. He predicts you. He reacts faster. He stays better focused, whatever. His results show it. But is he the best? No. Does he play the game or does he play the player? That guy could probably play chess and murk after he learns the rules just by understanding his opponent fast enough. So kind of a halfway agreeing there. That's kind of a dented take there. All right, anyways, keep moving on. Now you see the name. You see the name on your screens. Jaguar. Jaguar is someone. FM Jaguar has penned some of the most heated posts in the history of Density Scrolls. When he has his attention aimed at DSP, it always results in some good posts. So let's read this one here. So Philip says, any blah is the best player is inherently an internet fanboy argument. Competition isn't about proving to the internet that you're the best player, it's to win the tournament. You could say Justin is the greatest player that ever lived, not named John Choi, or you could also say he's a piece of trash that just goes after the money. Who cares? The point is to win the tournament, not to win internet rep. The question is, why does it take Justin to get to that point? If players truly know the game, they aren't really that surprised. Maybe to some extent we should be playing for the money more, but I don't mean money matches. A lot of people waste time looking for the crazy secret from left field instead of playing the game. The secret is that there is no secret. Just get better. If you already play low tier as your main, then go for it. But switching just to beat Justin? Why? Because it's somehow impossible to just be a better player? Now let's look at games he doesn't win. Super Turbo and Third Strike. In both games, he's routinely beat by players that have championship experience, mostly playing standard top-tier characters. They are going to play straight up and let the best man win. So, very, very sage points here. Correct, Oswald, from FM Jaguar. Not a very heated one, but still just a very even-keeled, well-thought-out response, as we always come to enjoy from FM Jaguar. Bjorn, yes.
Sometimes that's it. It's the best.
Yep.
the best responses aren't always like tearing Phil a new arsehole. They're just like concise, surgical, clinical dissections of his argument.
Bjorn, this is a mini one because they used to go like 6 and 8 hours. So this is a mini one because it's only going to go 3 hours. We got to be finished quick, 15 minutes hopefully. But yeah, there's a playlist. I'll put it in the show notes for all the other ones we've done about, I don't know, 10 or 11, and some of them are like 8 hours long. So yeah, that's what measure was 6 hours. There you go. Anyways, let's keep going here. Moving on positively. Let's go to 90. DSP chimes back in. Okay. Make sure it's him. Yeah. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that in the one Evo thread I chose to post in, the conversation exploded. And besides,
I wonder why.
Again, remember? Looks like I caused some shit again. Anyways, besides the results thread has the most posts. Wow. I think so he's trying to take credit for causing a thread to have a lot of posts, by the way, which is something. Anyways, I think there will always be a dichotomy amongst gamers. Some will think that the person who wins by whichever means is the better player. Others will recognize the weakness of a game and not respect those who abuse the game breaking bullshit. I am one of the latter, but the more I live, the more I think I'm a relic. I lived at a time where if you threw someone in a Street Fighter 2, you needed to give a throwback. Oh, that's Throw Like Hell Burnell you're talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
And yes, I recognize that most of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's true. This is what we used to be up against. Do I know who the best two characters in XSF are? Yes. Would I ever pick them in a national tournament? No. I want to have fun while I play. This has always been my weakness. I don't think I've ever... Oh my God! Okay, I'll read this slowly. This has always been my weakness. I don't think I've ever picked the easy win, which is why people said, what the fuck, when I picked Honda versus Sex Balrog back at EVO East 2007. I wanted to be the underdog. It feels like I've achieved something when I win against the odds. When I picked Vega at EVO 2005, this is no lie, that was the first time I ever picked him seriously in a tournament. I just wanted to learn him because he seemed fast and pretty good in that game. He was the top-tier character, by the way. After pools, I learned enough to survive in the real event, and the rest is history. Yeah, you got fourth place.
Yeah, you got fourth.
This is a thread about Justin Wong getting first, sir. I didn't abuse top-tier BS. I just used normals and got fourth, you meant to say.
Yeah.
A few pages back, people were suggesting I did the same thing as Justin and abused gameplay in ST. Some people, I'm sure, are thinking that I'm a disgruntled player who didn't ever achieve his dreams. And that is why I'm saying this. Yes, that's what we're saying this for. Exactly. Yes, correct. You're wrong.
I wonder why some people are thinking that. I wonder why.
But at the same time, I have no problem with that. I faced him a multitude of times, and am very confident that I could beat him in at least 2 games.
But he won the tournament.
Yeah, I know. He won the tournament! But that was never what this thread was about. This was about explaining my feelings about Justin, and why people who actually love the games separate winning and the way that you win. We are smart enough to know that you can either be good or abuse a game flaw to win. That is all that Justin has ever done, except for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where he was the first innovator. I'm still waiting for someone to disprove me with facts. Nobody has. Okay.
Is it?
Go ahead.
Isn't this thread like not about Phil's feelings about Justin at all, but it's actually about someone else?
He has inserted himself into this thread. It was someone's dude's feelings about not liking Justin Wong, but earning a lot of respect for him for how he played at the tournament to win. How did we get here? How? Oh my God. All right, so I want to make sure he says, this was about explaining my feelings about Justin and why people who actually love the game separate winning and the way that you win, okay? That's what this was about? That's what this was about. Lauren says, how old was he? 18? Is that a joke? 26 years old, Lauren. 26-year-old gentleman. This is 2008 right here. We have a YouTube channel now. Not making money yet, but we have it. All right, let's go to. I want to go to the first post and see if it was about how winning is whatever. What did he say again?
It's about like
it's long as shit. I'm not reading the whole thing.
Win or
remember
abuse.
Oh yeah, okay. So I guess that's how he started it. He started with this inflammatory statement to get the gaslight going. But okay. Anyways, okay, almost done here. Now we get the responses to this nonsense. Here we go.
Still waiting for someone to disprove me with facts. Nobody
Where
has.
are your facts?
Oof.
People bitch about Justin abusing Chun, but I remember him raping people with Elena at one point. He could play lower tiers well if he wants. You're degenerating to the Smash community. No throw, no parry, no supers, final destination. Like I said earlier, you do what it takes to win in a tournament. You can still enjoy your way by finding a group of people and playing casuals or by having a private group tournament. Yes, you can. All available to you. But at EVO, I believe the point is to win, as many other people have seen this. Next up, big ups, Lauren. There's a lot more of this stuff if you want to go to the archives. It's awesome. You can still enjoy the games your way by finding blah, blah, blah. I personally don't have the free time that I had in the early 90s, nor do I enjoy tier whoring, so I just randomly play for fun with what is some may call anime F-slur. But when it's time for a serious tournament, well, you know, there are still
British
people.
Cigarette.
Hey, that's true. Yeah. How many fags have you smoking today? There are still people out there that stick to their characters and do well in tournaments. Crota was beasting everyone in the U.S., including Justin's Chun with Q. Johnny is shit tier in AC, but Blee can make him shine. Just pick your favorite character, shut the fuck up, and enjoy the game with your friends, because in the end, it is a game after all, and if you're not having fun, then why the fuck are you still playing? Oh, you could say even further than that. Why the fuck are you posting hundreds of posts on a thread of a game that you don't care about? Right? But, again. Next up, we go to Omni response. Honda does not get R'd by Balrog, and you know it. A lot of people consider Honda even, if not ahead, of that matchup. You are good at ST Phil, but you do counter character. I'm not talking shit, as people need to do what needs to be done to win a tournament. But you aren't above counterpicking, so please stop acting like you are. This year, both Vi and Choi counterpicked against Tokido. Philip says, I have never consciously counterpicked and won. Please name one time where I counterpicked and destroyed. Listen to this. Please pick one time I counterpicked and destroyed the opponent. So I won, right? So it has to be a counterpick and I won to be a fact.
Consciously. It's a conscious counterpick.
Consciously, correct.
A lot of excluding dialogue words there. A lot of couching language.
Well, don't worry. We'll get some responses here. This
I've never
is
consciously drunk 2 shots worth of gin on stream accidentally because it was in my bottle, and you can't prove that I did.
Well, someone posted a YouTube link, so we might as well indulge them with the YouTube link, right? So let's see this one. This is Phil getting beat by David Serlin in the loser's bracket to be out of the tournament. And this is
Disney! Oh no!
E Honda versus Blanca.
Oh, he missed the combo though. Oh, he managed to pull back into a bite.
And let's go to the end.
Good job, Ocho! Oh, counters very quickly with the up kick. Oh, the other said, no, you will not be throwing me today, Disney! Good night, DJ! Honda, final round. Again, DSP playing DJ on the right. David Serlin on the left.
DSP is DJ.
Ocho again with the hands, putting pressure. DJ has managed to regain his distance, keep him back out. Oh, the hands again. It's a very delicate match here. Hands again.
Yeah. So yeah, the point of this is he started with Honda, and then changed to DJ. Right. That's the point of this
Are you
whole.
sure he wasn't Blanca?
Oh, Blanca, excuse me, Blanca, yeah.
Those
Blanca,
are both counter picks, by the way.
Blanca to DJ, right,
Honda.
is the point of this
Hands
video.
again. Oh, takes it down.
And lost.
David Serlin is your winner.
Oh, he's wearing the DX shirt as well.
The double. No, double. He got the hat and the shirt for the combo.
Got to cover the ball patch.
Yeah.
Started already.
So there we go. So this is Philip counterpicking and still losing, okay? So remember, Omni, he said, what did he say again? Name one time I counterpicked and destroyed the opponent. So I'm not sure. We're not looking for that one. Come on. Just because you didn't destroy the opponent doesn't mean you didn't try to counter character. We all know Blanca beats Vega, and we all know DJ beats Honda. Serling countered your Blanca with Honda. I'm not talking shit about people who counter character. I don't understand why you're getting upset that the truth is out. Correct. Next up, Josh DeFunk says this. See, somewhat agree. I actually sympathize with DSP, but I think the real problem is that they're flawed game design. So he's talking about the game design, right? There should be a way that you can't do these high-level strategies. Again, that's not DSP's point, though. It's not agreeing with DSP, actually. He said the game should be made better so there's not abusable things. But unfortunately, that's not the point of DSP. DSP's point is Justin Jwong is not the best player in the world. He abuses top tiers, right? That's the point. But then this Haunt says, right, exactly. Do you see Justin or any other top Street Fighter pulling down all Capcom games to play VF? Really? But I think you misinterpreted what I'm saying. I have no doubt in my mind that Justin or really any top Street Fighter player could get really solid in VF. I'm just saying I'd be really surprised if he did. Blah, blah, blah. As others said, it would be awesome if Justin or someone else that a ton of people looked up to came out and made VF. Okay, so he's just looking for more people to get into his game. Not NF. This is, someone pointed out, Evo 2009. So this is another case.
Someone saying next year.
Yeah. So there we go. Someone responds to Darkside Filler. Are you kidding? All this. This is good. This is about the counter pick. Listen. Are you kidding? All this means is that you're not good enough. You don't have to win in order for it to be a counter pick. You can't just go, well, I countered, but I lost, so it doesn't count. Good point, dude. I'm still waiting for someone to disprove me with facts. Nobody has. Possibly because you haven't said shit, and you have a comprehension problem. All you did was post a misguided opinion based on your own fabricated and unsupported beliefs. It seems that you don't understand how debates work, so let me explain it to you. When you make an erroneous, absurd claim, the burden of proof is on you, not the people you're arguing against. What is there to disprove since you haven't proven anything in the first place? Great fucking question. Bravo. Great fucking question. Shiro, LMFAO.
Quitting while you're ahead isn't the same as quitting.
Dogface, you're my hero. Blah, blah, blah.
Someone jumping in going, hey, it's nice to meet you all. You occasionally forget people come in and have other conversations.
I know. I'm trying to keep it on topic, but yeah. And that was, and here's someone responding to Darkside Phil. Dude, how do you find the time to write this shit? How do you keep coming back year after year with this shit?
Oh,
dude, nailed it. And then the thread kind of peters out. Let me see if there's anything about DSP left. I don't believe there is. But look at the time. We finished right on time. And there we go. And that was amazing. It for this one. But I think that was a very fruitful and meaningful trip into the Density Scrolls library. Steve, what are your overall thoughts today?
That was robust. Yeah, I enjoyed it. We went places. Like to YouTube videos and such.
Yes, all over the place.
We learned about burgers. Yes. We learned about Super Turbo.
We learned how Philip did not change in any way in between the 2 years apart forums of his thoughts on Justin Jwong, which is interesting. This was
more Justin content than the fucking Justin stream we did.
I know, yeah. I wish I found these then. Black Doom said this is the last Density Scroll. No. It's gonna be a special event that happens every once in a while. It's never over, right? It's never over.
Yeah, but today more regularly we like run out of stuff to mine from the band.
We'll build up the hype threads and then we'll get it going again. But all right, my friends, I'll play the music here on the other side of this, and then that being said, it'll start 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might get to some messages. I know we always say send messages and then we never get to them. But we might really do it today. Maybe. So, there we go. And I'll definitely I'll I'll definitely put the link to the playlist of all the other Dent Scrolls episodes below. So if you want to check out the old ones, go in there. But all right, my friends, you're all legends. Thanks for chilling, and we'll see you later today. For that being said, bye.
Bye.
Outro.